Ladies and gentlemen, good evening to you. I appreciate all you guys waiting. Holy moly. Yeah, I was over on the Tactical Turkeys live stream, but we're about to get it started. Let me bring this little down. There we go. Look at that. Got my bottle. Shout out to Gutter Cheese out there speaking French. What? I had no idea. Let's go ahead and get started. And for anyone out there who has not found out the if you go to the title of today's stream is license plate number MTJ-891. It's 1986. If you haven't found it out yet, it's okay. We'll go through it together. Woo, excuse me. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So first, let's not choke. First, let's go ahead and welcome the first person in chat this evening, which of course was Mike McClune. Mike McClune, congratulations, brother. You, sir, deserve at least one high five. Congratulations. And let's go through and say what's up to our channel members. And just to let y'all know, I'm rocking that Lipsy's custom gray. You can't even tell it's gray unless it's next to a black mag. Where's I know I got a black mag. Here you go. Here's a black mag. And you can barely tell still. It's the Lipsy's exclusive custom gray with that gorgeous, freaking gorgeous polished chrome Gen 5 19 slide. It's a Glock 45 frame with a Gen 5 19 slide on that thing. Freaking gorgeous. If you haven't seen it, go to my Instagram, DLD After Dark, with all underscores in between it. All right, so one thing you may not know is that Mike McClune is also a channel member. So thank you, Mike McClune, my guy. And of course, welcome. And we all know right behind him was Kurt 24, another channel member, my guy. Appreciate you coming and hanging out, both y'all. Let's see who else we got. Let me make sure I didn't miss anyone. Mike McClune, Kurt 24. Okay, Mo Kurt. S. Armitage, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Another channel member, of course. We got Andy Lipsco, another channel member. Great to see you, my guy. Great to see you. 717 Rider, what's up, brother? Appreciate you coming and hanging out. Another channel member. We got Johnny Propane. What's up, brother? Another channel member for sure. Let's see. 717 Kurt, Andy Lipsco. Rip Dango. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Another channel member. Toy Town Inc. What's up, fam? Good to see you. And it is not too big for the Glock 19. Trust me. Once I get that thing mounted, you will. So let me show you without the. Oh, where is it? Oh, you know what? It's on my other Tiblet. I'll have to. I took the mount off of it. With the mount not on it, it's the same size as an aimpoint acro. Same size. So yes, I am mounting that thing on this bad boy. I'm pumped. Okay, so Toy Town Inc., my brother, and we've been going back and forth. Like he would watch my stream later and then watch another stream and then come back, and then it was great. Toy Town Inc., my brother, good to see you. Another channel member. Who else we got? Let's see. We got Andy Lipsco, Kurt 24, Rip Dingo, S. Armitage, Mike McClune, 717 Rider. What up? Let's see who else. Dang old Matt. What's up? Dang old Matt. You've been first like the last, few weeks. What's going on, man? Feel like you're slacking today. It's okay. No judgment. All right, let's see who else we got. Mike McClune, Andy Lipsco. See, this is what happens when I leave you guys in here too long. So I typed in earlier. I was like, should I put out my MP5 or my Scorpion? I already had the Scorpion out with the Benelli and the Chrome AK. Yes, it's a Chrome AK. I know people are going to give me shit for it, but whatever. And then everyone said MP5. So I put out the MP5. So I got the MP5K, the Benelli Super Vinci, and the Chrome Draco. I figured that was a good lineup. And then I got a couple other Glock builds that are there that, of course, are completely unserialized. So the ATF. All right, so let's keep this moving. Who else we got? S. Armitage, Mike McClune. Hey, Blue Curtain Burner. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Another channel member, of course. Princess Kicking Butt, who we all know is Ting Ting. Great to see you. Appreciate you coming and hanging out with us, fellas. It's, every now and then we'll have a couple chicks in here, and I'm like, how does Shauna and Ting Ting and these chicks deal with us for like 1, 2, sometimes 3 hours? I know. Excuse me. It's crazy. Gutter Cheese is in here talking about omelette du fromage. I know. What he said, for those of you that don't know, Is gutter cheese in French? I mean, he in the French language. He didn't say gutter cheese in French. Whatever. Y'all get what I'm saying. Uh, my guy. Princess Kicking Butt, Kurt 24, Armitage, Mike McClune. Let's see who else. Rip Dingo. We already said what's up to Rip Dingo. Oh, is Flying Rich not a channel member? What? What is going on? S. Armitage, Mike McClune, Princess Kicking Butt, A. Agorizer. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Live at 9/11. What? I may miss that conversation. Whatever y'all were talking about, it had nothing to do with me. But I have a feeling that our country was behind it. Our government, our very, very corrupt government. But whatever you were talking about, I don't know about anything else. I just know that JH, what's up, brother? He said first. It's like the 200th comment. He's like, first. What's up, brother? Another channel member. Great to see you. Ruby Rich. Ruby Ridge. Ruby Rich. Never forget. Funny, notifications take forever for it to get to most of us. I know, I see it all the time. People are like, "Oh, I just got your notification." Like, bro, I've been live for an hour. I know, I know. Agorizer, my guy, another Chinamemba, of course. Ruby Rich, of course, is also a Chinamemba. Taco Send a Kit, also a Chinamemba. Let's see, Mike McClune, Kurt 24. Your name, my guy. What's up, brother? China. China. You got to kind of say it like Jina, Jina. But hey, I'm working on it. I can't do the whole voice thing, okay? I can't like copy people like that. I can't do the Jonald Crump Jr. Voice. Oh, hold on, my chat just refreshed. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, hold up. Mike McClune, Kurt 24, 717, Rod, Jay the Shooter. What's up, fam? Good to see you. Let's see, JH, Kurt 24, JC9. There he is. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Another Chinamemba. We got Barton Fink. What's up, brother? Another Chinamemba. 40. Not only is it good for pouring out for your homies, but also the superior caliber that receives Chad level hate from all beta cartridges. Okay, look, I am not a 40 cal guy. As a matter of fact, I really actively dislike 40 cal. I do have literally one 40 caliber cartridge in my home, and that's it. Compared to other tens of thousands of rounds of other rounds of ammo. And the only reason is because a 40 caliber literally saved my life, and that's it. And we've talked about that before, but probably not going to talk about it tonight. I'm just going to keep it real with y'all. Okay, so A Agorizer, what's up, brother? Another Chinamemba. Great to see you. Who else we got? Agorizer, JC9, Princess Kicking Bud, Mike McClune, Barton Fink. Didn't I say what? Yeah, I said what's up. It wasn't a Prius. Oh man, y'all got all my good stories, man. I can't be giving out all my business on the internets. Let's see. I'm still jealous of your Chrome AK. Bro, it's hard. Turns out that it's very hard to Chrome in AK3. So if you got me on full screen there, take a look. It's hard to see it like that, It's there you go. That may help you if you put me full screen or something like that. But it is indeed a hard Chrome AK. Ford's Custom Gun Refinishing in Florida did it for me, and holy moly, they took 9 months to do it. I probably could have put in a tax stamp for it by the time that it would have been approved by the time it came back. But man, I'll just put a brace on it and say the ATF. Ding. S. Armitage, Shauna, also a Chana member. Great to see you. Fluffy Bunny Arsenal, what's up, brother? Great to see you. Silverback, what's up, brother? Another Chana member. Great to see you. C&T Designs and Arms, whom I was actually just with Warsaw Patriot on the Tactical Turkeys live stream. It was a blast. That AK is nice, AJ, but it's missing one thing. What do you think it's missing? One thing. One pin. Well, more than that, but you know what I mean. Jason, bro, great to see you, man. I feel like I always see Shauna, but I don't always see you. But I have a feeling that you're lurking. You're always out there lurking. I know you are. Silverback, my guy. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Let's see. Princess Kicking Butt, Taco Syndicate, Agorizer, Jason, Eowing. Let's see what other channel members are in here. Live Life, Alabama in the house. Great to see you, bro. Great to see you. Let's see, Mike McClune, Silverback. Oh, and I'm tripping. My bad. Dust, I forgot to send that joint to you. My B. Hang on one second, you guys. We already got like 70 something people, 73 people in here chilling. So hang tight, and we're gonna jump into the show here in just a moment. All right, hold on. Where's my schmactical schmirkies? Where's my cud? Hold up. In 1 second. Okay, boom, boom, boom. Chat. All right. Hey, Dust, I am sending this joint to your Instagram, fam. And then from there, you can email it to yourself or do whatever. You could do the thing. You know the thing. All right. So where else did I go? Okay. Live Life, Alabama in the house. What's up, brother? Another Chinamemba. Let's see who else we got up in here. Key ASC, another Chinamemba. Jason Ewing, we got you. Flying Rich Firearms. Dang, with a super chat already. We just getting started, but we do have 75 people in here already. Holy moly. Driving a Prius to a top secret event in a week. Are you literally driving a Prius? Do you know what I do to people? I'm just kidding. That was one story. Don't judge me off of that one story. Okay. Flying Rich Firearms. Thank you for the super chat, my brother. Key ASC, I think I said what's up to you, but what's up, brother? Good to see you. Let's see. Agorizer, what's up, brother? Jason, Kurt 24, Mike McClune. My bad. I'm just reading off all the channel members. Princess kicking butt. If you're a channel member, sound off in chat and I'll make sure I say what's up to you. We got Fluffy Bunny, Arsenal, Agorizer, Kurt 24. My bad. I'm saying y'all's names like 100 times. Let's see. Silverback. Mike McClune. Who else? JC9. We said what's up to you. Shana Memba. A Integrity Firearms. What's up, brother? Good to see you. And who else? I know I gotta miss somebody. I had to miss somebody. S. Armitage, Agorizer, Shauna, Fluffy Bunny. Dang, we got Deformed Baby. Hold on. Did the notification actually go out? If you got a notification, type 1 in chat. I would be really curious because I'm seeing a lot more people in here within the first little bit. BV Luminous, there he is. What's up, brother? Another Chinamemba. Great to see you. And I see you backstage. Give me just a second, my brother. CNT Designs and Arms. Who else? Let me see. Integrity, Jason Agorizer, Shauna, Jason Ewing. Too many choices. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Thanks, brother. I got these. Did nobody get the license plate? Does anyone know what the license plate is? No? I guess not. I'll bring it up. Wired Tight. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Excuse me. Another Chinamemba. Did you say what up, ding dongs? What up, ding dongs? Key ASC, Kurt 24. Too many choices. Goon Beam, my guy. Bro, I got Goon Beams all over the place over here. Like the dopest, the brightest lights. This shit's like 110,000 candela, bro. It's crazy. It's not like 110,000 candela. It is 110,000 candela. It's crazy. It's crazy. Okay, so Key ASC, Mike McClune, 717. I sent you a good 40 cal meme. I'll have to take a look at it for sure. Too many choices. Princess Kingbud, Beam. Dude's Glock is hard for an STD. Oh goodness. Kurt 24. Let me see. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. I always got to greet all of the channel members. We got Barton Fink, Johnny Ba. Did I miss you earlier? Did somebody give away that Draco is missing a drum? Bro, why rock drums when you can rock 40 round mags? Drums are senseless and just too heavy, too thick and wobbly, and you got, you know what I mean? Like and what kind of rig do you got that you can throw 3 drums in, 4 drums in, 5 drums, 6 drums? So I'm not a drum kind of dude, like why have a D60 when I can strap 2 40s together? You know what I'm saying? I feel attacked, dude. Knowledge says. All right, Agorizer, too many choices. JC, okay, all you guys got notifications. That's what's up. All right, if I missed you guys, my apologies for any of the channel members out there. I want to go ahead and get started. Hey, there he is, Detective Young Kimbo. Great to see you. The license plate is the license plate to the white van the dancing Israeli students rented for 911. No, but that was hilarious. And thank you. And if you guys don't know any of that, do some research on those specific things, specifically people that are dancing. Of Israeli descent. Let's see, who else did I miss? Integrity, BB Luminous, da 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 da. Rip Dango, what's up, brother? For the tip jar, much love, bro. Thank you, Rip Dango. I appreciate you, man. You are the man, man. You're the man, man. Appreciate the super chat, my guy. Okay, too many choices, Fluffy Bunny. Okay, Z, last one. Boom. Everybody else, you're an honorable mention. I love you, and I'll talk to you throughout the whole chat so we can go ahead and get started. So, for those of you that do not know, the name of this live stream was DLD Live, license plate number MTJ-891. It's 1986. I'll give you guys a few more minutes to maybe do a little research before I give you the answer. God damn, come on. And then we'll talk about it. What is the significance of that? Somebody's got to, somebody out there knows, or somebody out there has access to Uncle Google. Okay. Okay, Flying Rich Firearms, what's up, brother? Everybody else in here, Damian Christ, what up? Chris Stevenson, what up? Sounds like all the turkeys came over here. Appreciate that. My guy Dust. Rusty Shackelford, what's up, brother? Another channel member. So today I wanted to just have a little kind of chill chat with y'all, but I also wanted to bring over one of the good friends of the DLD After Dark channel, your boy, Kick Up Dust 308 of the Tactical Turkeys. What's up, brother?
What is going on? How you feeling? How you doing?
Oh man, I'm great. I'm so great.
That's good.
Yeah,
I feel
you
like I haven't seen you in like fucking 10 minutes.
I know it's been almost 15, man. It's crazy.
You've
Yeah,
been
no, good man. Every time I come over there, man, I have a blast chatting with y'all, and it's just fun, And I wanted to keep it going, so I was like, "You think I could get Dust to come over?" So I'm glad that you
absolutely,
did. So
absolutely.
you already ended that joint.
Yeah.
Okay, you ended it just to come over here.
Yep.
Wow, no,
Excuse me. Oh man.
unless you got some,
Absolutely. I had to, man. And then plus my live got taken over. I was just like, all right,
yeah, like we
out of
done, we done. Yeah,
here.
once you get beyond like a few people, it's just like it's too much,
Absolutely.
Especially a few people that are all, like Coop, me, Warsaw, Armel. We all want to
Passionate
talk.
about 2A.
Yeah, we're all like, "Oh, my answer is the best. Check me out." You know.
I just sit there. I'm like,
um,
all right, not bad, not bad.
yeah, yeah. For the people here that may not know you, go ahead and let them know who you are, what you do, and where they can find you.
One moment, please.
Sure, take your time. Senor Bob, great to see you, my guy. Great to see you. DLD asked Dust, who's the better long shot, him or or Jesse? You
I
talking about Jess?
You're talking about Jess. All right, chill, relax.
Bro, do you realize the danger in that question?
Yeah, I know, but she's not here, so I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, hopefully she's not. I met her, I was up there, I bought the slide and all that. I don't know. Maybe she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna check out DLD After Dark
Yeah,
one day."
yeah, next thing you know, she would have texted me. It was
Ooh.
like, "You're dead." I would have went, "Damn."
Yep. Zippy the Strange, great to see you. Appreciate you. We got Marconi, Senor Bob, great to see you. Chris Stevenson, Two Alpha Life, appreciate you coming in and hanging out. All you guys, man, thank you. Y'all are the shiznittle bam slip slap slam.
What up? What up, turkeys? For the turkeys that are in here, what's going on?
Is
For
it is it
these
is it
people,
like that?
what's going on? Yes, sir.
What do you do? Okay, all right. I was just making sure.
I'm Kick Up Dust 308 with Tactical Turkeys on YouTube. If you guys don't know, feel free to check it out. If you don't, it's fine. It does not matter. Uh, DLD's a good friend of mine, shot
Hell yeah.
together, a few times, chatting it up a bunch of times, showing some
Hmm.
love on the channel.
Oh
Come,
yeah.
talk some shit, chop it up.
Yeah, we
Uh,
be shooting. We be shooting.
yeah, we be shooting,
Yeah. We shot a few times. How many
absolutely.
times did we actually shot together at MD Arsenal? Like what,
I
3,
don't know, but
4?
it's Saturday. I should have been there.
Oh,
If I
that's
wasn't,
right.
I wouldn't have
I
died.
miss
I
you.
wouldn't have almost died.
Dang.
If you think about it, But outside of that, you know, just doing the YouTube stuff. We're into firearms. We're into the bullshit politics. Well, we're not really into it, but we talk about it.
May discuss
Uh,
it from time to time. Yep.
Jay, what's going on, bro? Shout out to Jay the Shooter.
I'll
Man.
be there, and I'm trying to get Dust. I'm trying to sneak Dust in the back door. So we'll
We'll see
see.
what happens. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we're gonna talk, see if we can work it out, and we literally just mentioned it, and we're yeah, we'll figure it out though. I'll be there. Already got plans to be there, and we'll figure it out. Yeah, so if any of you guys out there don't know already, the Tactical Turkey is a blast. It is kind of like a free for all. People come in, jump in. They get to literally jump on with the content creators that they love. Right? You got Dust. You got, which kick up Dust. People call him Dust. People call him Cud. Him. And then you got so tell everyone who the turkeys are, because I don't think everyone knows. They always see you, right? But
Yeah.
those are the
So
turkeys.
everybody on the turkeys is busy and stuff, and everybody has lives just like everybody else. Princess kicking butt. Heineken, one of my favorite beers. Outside of that,
Princess
it's
Kicking Butt is a straight G, by the way. Like, one of the first times she came in one of our chats, she was like, I just took a 12 case to the face and mag dumped my AK. And she's a
we
super hot Asian.
we may or may not need to hang out.
Yeah.
That's solid.
Pretty
That's
pretty
solid.
yeah, pretty dope for yeah, she's dope. And yeah, so Princess Kicking Butt, Ting Ting, they're the same person, and she's awesome. And Jay the Shooter has a great channel out there too, guys. So check him out too.
Yep.
Um,
Yep.
dude, knowledge. Okay, yeah. So the turkeys. So who are all the turkeys?
There's, myself, Kick Up Dust 308. There's Dude Knowledge Garage. Big Fish Little Boat. Attack Life J. Those core members, but we have a bunch of other people, Shanna, Jason, Chris Stevenson, a bunch of people, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh yeah, they're definitely turkeys for sure.
everybody's a turkey, like
Honestly, I would consider myself like a turkey ambassador.
absolutely,
You know,
absolutely, absolutely.
I don't know if I until I have an MD Arsenal coin, I don't think I can say I'm a turkey, but I'll
Not
say
everybody
I'm a
gets it.
turkey. Yeah,
Not everybody has one.
that's why when I
We'll get
asked
you one.
about it, I was
We'll get
like, "How can I earn one?"
we'll get you one.
Appreciate that. Appreciate
We'll
that. Yeah,
get you.
Dudley, if you're out there, bro,
And
hook
there's
me up.
another coin coming up. It's the MD Arsenal long range, the 1K coin.
Ooh, ooh. So you got to hit 1,000 yard
Yeah,
joint
you got to
to
hit a
get the
thousand
coin.
yard and you'll get the 1K coin.
Nice. Oh, and you're getting some new subs. That's what's up. So
Oh,
people,
thank you. Appreciate it for
oh
everybody's
yeah,
sub. Appreciate you guys.
nice.
It's like DLD. We like to shoot guns. We like to have fun. We like to wild the fuck out from time to time. I don't know if I could curse on here, but
Do it up, man.
it's not just like Silverback said. It's not a name. It's a lifestyle. We are into firearms. We are into reliable firearms. We like dope firearms. We like shit to
Hmm.
fucking. And
Yep.
ultimately, we like to fuck shit up when we can in a safe manner.
Of course, always in a safe manner. And
Yes.
I actually, now that you've said that, I want to pull something up that came up recently on one of my videos, and I think I think it kind of is in line with some of the stuff we were talking about earlier, because we had some people pop up that were like, "Yo, like, why do you carry a gun?" and stuff like that, right? They kind of have a different perspective than we do, right? And I kind of have something in line with that. I'm going to pull up. Give me 1 second. I got to go on mute so it doesn't give me a copyright strike. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Hey, Shauna, channel member for 9 months, says, "Tell them about the T9C,
So
Dust."
we do. All right. We also every now and then we create our own firearms. When I mean create
Mm-hmm.
our own firearms, we will put together our own firearms, and they are for sale. And they're pretty badass. They're pretty badass. In fact, can I talk my shit on here? Absolutely, I can talk my shit on. Here's DLD.
Talk it up,
Let
man.
me
Do your
tell you
thing.
something. That Radiant Ramjet, we had that fucking idea last year. We created essentially another pistol that was not a Glock.
Dang.
It accepted Glock parts that had the Ramjet on it, and then after that, the Ramjet went fucking crazy. The Platypus, we had that CAD file. We just did not do that.
Mm,
Uh, so we
that's
always have a bunch
happened.
of shit going on. We had the turkey base there. We we do our thing, you know. We
Yeah.
like firearms probably more than the average person.
So I'll tell you what? Oh, I'm tripping. I thought, bro, why did I just get an IG notification that I thought said DLD After Dark is live on IG. I was like, hold up, what? My bad. That tripped me out. Um, so that's actually happened a lot in the like 3D printing and 3D development community because we'll have ideas, right? And we'll literally I'll sit with one of the developers that I know and they'll pull up CAD and then they'll start CADing it out, they'll design it, and then we'll just kind of float that idea over there and then like talk the next day like, yo, you want to make a Gatling gun, like, yeah, and then we totally forget about the shit that
But
we did,
yeah,
and then like a year later companies come out with it and it
blows
blows
up.
up.
Yeah, nah, the whole 1911 accepting Glock mags or 2011 accepting Glock mags. We had that cat file and we decided against it. We felt it was too early in our career to risk it for the biscuit, which we probably should have, but none of us are upset that we did it. So
Yeah, they platypus can have that. That's
yeah, absolutely. Shout out to those guys for actually, doing it and fucking completing it and making a working firearm,
yeah,
like
hell yeah.
straight up. So
Gray Gunner, welcome. Big Easy, what's up, player? Great to see you. All you guys, appreciate y'all coming in. And actually, yo, if you ever see, I've seen Damian Christ on your channel before too. This is one of my guys. He makes and recreates movie guns. So, like the blaster from Blade Runner, right? He actually made a functional, and if you look at a Blade Runner gun, it's almost like a semi-auto looking revolver. He made like a functional one. He made like this crazy Beretta 92. Like, dude, the shit that he's done, like when he sent me pictures and I pulled them up, I'm like, I have no idea. Like his skills are nuts. Right now, he's working on a Jesus, I'm gonna forget the name. Y'all gave me shit last time. I forgot the name. That zombie flick with the chick where she kills all the infected
I'm not a big movie guy. I know it's terrible, but I'm a very outside guy.
Umbrella Corporation. Um, I don't know. Somebody else tell me. I forgot the name of it, but uh Samurai Edge. Yeah, I don't remember that. No. Resident Evil. Thank you. Yeah, he's making one of them. He's making one of them joints. But yeah, he does some pretty dope work. Um, so we were talking about before we had somebody on that wasn't kind of in the firearm world and doesn't really have the same perspective that we do about Passion of the Christ.
I know,
Captain.
yo, bro, he's sick. He's a sicko.
Dog, that's hilarious. Um, Jesus. So somebody that was in the chat that was like, why do you carry a gun? Do you plan on shooting someone? Now, obviously not like that, but they have a different perception than we do. So like when we talk about carrying guns, we're talking about carrying a gun and not showing not showing the shit off, not ever having a desire to use it. But the purpose of it is for self-preservation and the preservation of innocent life, right? So I get a lot of questions on my shit too. And recently I had a dude that commented in Russian and I just kind of ignored it for a few days, right? And I finally was on there going through comments on my channel and I click the translate to English and it says, are you learning to fight? So let me back up. This is the video where I'm like drawing from hostage and I draw boom, shot dead center 1 second. I'm just saying. And then and the other ones I'm drawing the first shot at like 0.62 seconds. I'm just saying. And
Good.
you can tell that like we're working because that which you measure gets worked on and improved. And the guy says in Russian, are you learning to fight off an armed attacker? Now that's an interesting way to ask that. Clearly, they're not from our country. Okay, obviously because he's writing in a different language. But it took me a minute. I'm like, man, do I even want to respond to this? You know what I'm saying? Or do? But I was like, you know what? It could be somebody that I could potentially bring over to if they're curious about firearms, right? It could bring somebody else into, whatever shooting, gun building, or whatever. So I said, I shoot for sport. I shoot to measure my skills and improve them little by little. However, to answer your question more directly, I feel responsible to be as highly skilled with my firearms as I possibly can be. That may be preparing for a self-defense encounter, a home defense encounter, or a or fighting a force, whether that's a tyrannical government or any other force for that matter. You never know. However, it's mostly for my own personal growth and development and improvement with my tools. Are you in Russia? What are the gun laws like there? He responds, I don't know. I'm 11 years old. It's like, bro, what? I literally click not safe for children on this. Like, what? What are you doing here, dude?
I would have
And then
deleted that shit. Deleted.
bro, I respond, but then I'm like, man, I feel like I look more guilty if I delete the shit, you know? And
Delete
so
that. I would be like, you're out of here.
I was like, dude. And then
Well, I'm glad I'm not the only one who gets wild shit like in the
oh,
comments.
I've gotten some wild shit, and I forget to check my filter of the shit that YouTube is like, But I was like, dude, this content isn't made for 11-year-olds, not safe for children. Please stop watching.
Yeah, that was the best thing you could do.
Yeah,
That was the best. Well, probably besides deleting it, but
yeah, that was my second option. I ain't gonna lie.
yeah, I don't know, man. That YouTube is wild. This is a wild place. You know what I'm
It
saying? Like,
is,
I
and
stopped
it's
watching TV
open.
years ago and started fucking around with YouTube and social media, and then I decided to make a YouTube, and I'm like, this shit is different.
Black Diamond Guns and Gear, what's up, brother? I will be seeing you next weekend, Black Diamond. I know it's crazy. It opens up your world like crazy. Like you're gonna get comments from people from other countries. Comments. I mean, the craziest shit is, y'all have them school shootings out there. Like, bro, you got people throwing acid at each other, stabbing folks, catching people on fire. Like, you guys got violence too. Okay, it's just
Catching people on fire is
different.
nuts.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. So, yeah, they're not going to understand the culture. And honestly, most people that carry a gun, let's be real, most people, I would say, do it for the preservation of innocent life. I'm just going to say it like that.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I mean, I don't carry a gun to flex.
I mean,
Preferably
depending on
for
what you're
reasons. What'd you say?
you're rocking, like a staccato or something like that, I'd be like, hey,
Nah, my shit's a beat up Glock 19. That's you look at it, it's like, wow, what did this been through? I'm like, everything.
is it a OEM joint or is it the Polymer 80?
It's OEM.
Nice.
The
Nice.
P80s I don't take out my house no more after I had a run in Arkansas.
You
I,
told me about that.
yeah, I don't fuck that. Motherfucker shot. They try
Yeah,
to
it can get a little dicey with polymer 80s. You heard what happened to that kid in New Mexico with the polymer 80, right?
no,
Just recently.
no.
So, dude was like 18, 19, went to a gun store and he was like, "Hey, I need some Glock mags." And they were like, "Cool. Glock mags are right over there." He's like, "All right, I'll take a few of these, whatever." He's like, "I'm also looking for a holster." They said, "Okay. What kind of gun?" He's like, "It's a Glock 19, but it's a clone, so I'm not sure if it'll fit." And I'll say it is difficult to find a
It's
holster
great.
for a polymer 80. Like
Yes,
they're
unless you have a light.
yeah, and even it kind of depends, right? Because a holster for a Glock with a TLR1 will fit differently a holster for a polymer 80 with a TLR1 because you got like an extra 16th of an inch on the rail and it's slightly different thicknesses and sometimes it'll fit, right? Sometimes maybe not. Or if you got like a Lone Wolf, Freedom Wolf, or a GST9 as opposed to a Polymer 80, it's just that it depends, right? And he was like, the gun shop owner was like, "Well, do you have the gun with you?" And he's like, "Well, I got it in the car." He's like, "Okay, go ahead and grab it." So the kid goes out to his car, he grabs it, he brings it in, and gives it to the gun store owner, and he's like, turns it upside down. He's like, "This isn't serialized. You're not allowed to have this." And he takes it. Not only does he take it, he orders the kid to give him his ID. And then, and by the way, for anyone out there that doesn't know, this is an establishment called Shooter's Den in New Mexico. Shooter's Den in New Mexico. If you guys want to let them know how you feel about it, they're working on getting things resolved. But damn, you're a dickhead, Mr. Shooter's Den. So he
Hold
took the gun, took a
on.
copy of his driver's license, and called the gay TF. Crazy, right?
That's out of control. Yo, bro, I would have punched that guy in his face. I would have like, if you don't give me back my pistol in 2 seconds, you're gonna have to shoot me because we're gonna throw hands. Absolutely, you're
He
crazy.
he called the police. He was like, "Yo, this dude stole my gun." I mean, that's what happened, right?
Absolutely.
Here you
But
go. Look at that.
like, I don't understand. See, this is why, like, guys, wherever you live, I'm pretty sure people are from everywhere. Your local FFL, your local range, make sure you're cool with them. Make sure you establish a relationship with them because some FFLs are fucking dirtbags.
Yep.
Absolute dirtbags, and I cannot stand it. I've left a few gun stores where I'm just looking around at everybody, and I'm like, "This place is trash, and you're trash, and I'm out of here."
Yeah. Oh, dude, it's
It's
ridiculous.
like you fucked up, not me. I'm out of here.
I've had people. I mean, look, no one is expecting any licensee to bend or break or even bend the rules, right? But you taking a firearm that lawfully belongs to someone else. I understand if this was in Massachusetts or Connecticut because the FFL would have been obliged to follow the law, right? And either they snitch and call after the dude leaves, or they take it and say, this is illegal, right? But in another situation, I when I worked at an FFL in the past, and I promise you guys, I'll bring up the federal FUD license. The FFL stands for life. All right, they can always walk in your crib or your shop, look at your books, search anything and everything. But look, I get it; it's cool and stuff. But I worked at an FFL for 5 years, and there was a time when the FFL employee was a friend to their governor. Ooh, yeah, basically. So this
FFL
the
was a friend to their governor.
their governor of New Mexico was the one that put out the order.
Yo,
The
what the fuck is this place called? I'm sorry. Give me a second. This just to get yo that whole thing just got me so pissed off.
what the gun
What is it called? Shooters Den?
shooter's den. But if you leave a Google review, Google is already taking all of them down.
Nah, don't worry. I got. I'll never.
Yeah,
Shooters Den in Albuquerque.
shooter's den in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Me and John Crump called him for comment, and he was like, "Please take down the video, please." Like, no, bro, you literally you. Let me back up. The kid was not 21. Okay, people misunderstand this law. You are lawfully allowed to, and states are different, right? Whatever. The federal law is that you are allowed between the ages of 18 and 21 to own a handgun, to transport a handgun, to even open carry a handgun and possess a handgun. You just can't go to an FFL and do a background check in a 4473 for a handgun, but you can still lawfully have it. So I think this dude was like, "Oh, this kid, this stupid kid with a stupid polymer 80." Well, guess what happened? So first off, the GOA is offering to help him. They are helping him. The community came together, the build community smashed this dude. Man, Reddit went to work on him. Okay. He said he was getting thousands of calls a day. The
Good.
dude wasn't even able to do business. Okay.
Good.
He had to shut down. He had reporters calling him. Crump was calling him. He's an investigative journalist calling him for comment. Right. And then the dude was like begging for it all to stop and begging Google to take down the bad reviews and all that. But I mean, he stole someone's firearm, right? So then, while it was in his possession, because it was in his shop for over 24 hours, he had to log it. What do you think he did to it? He
He destroyed.
serialized it. Since he serialized it, the kid's not 21.
and now he can't get his fucking firearm back. Yo, listen. All right. Fuck that guy.
Fuck
Fuck
him.
him as a FFL. Fuck his employees. Fuck that whole establishment.
Yeah.
You're a dickhead. You absolutely have the option to literally pull that kid aside and be like, "Yo,
Don't
do
be
you
running
know what
around
you
here.
have?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you understand what's going on? Like, go home. Give me the mags. Give me the mags. I'm not selling you these mags. Go home." And just
And
leave it at that.
they
Leave
can
it at
refuse
that.
service to anyone for any reason. That's
Absolutely.
totally lawful.
Just leave it at that. You're gonna be a dickhead.
But
You
the
trying to
kid
ruin
didn't
this
even
kid's
do
life,
anything
you just
illegal.
ruined your own life. And he
Yeah.
deserves every bit of it. He can go fuck himself.
And you know what happened when the ATF called the dirtbag back? They were like, "What are you doing? Give him his gun back." And he was like, "Well, I already serialized it.
That's it. And they're like, oh, okay. Like,
Now you can't lawfully release it to him." So they had to release it to the police. Now this kid who's
just be
18,
out of
19
it.
years old has to go to the police to get his property back, and he'll probably get it back. But on Reddit, the whole build community came together, and all of us came together and donated all the parts that he needs, because I run DLD hardware, right? DLD hardware has jigs and Glock building related stuff. I was like, I'll donate a jig, I'll donate rails, tool, like whatever, an LPK, whatever the kid needs to get his shit back up, right? Somebody came in and said, I'll donate a whole frame, jig, lower rails, all that shit. Somebody else said, I'll donate a lower parts kit. Someone said, I have an extra slide laying around. And they were like, I'll throw in a barrel. I'll throw in a slide parts kit. I'll throw in sights. I'll throw in a red dot. I mean, everyone was like coming from a place of contribution. And it's like, man, I love that
Just get the
shit.
kid on the panel.
Dude, I
Are
have
you actually
access.
trying?
Yeah, I have access. Once this is done, he's gonna come out. He's actually already gone on another show and talked about it.
All right.
Once this last part of getting the gun back is done, I'm gonna have him on. I'm gonna have
All
Crump reach out to him.
right.
But I, bro, how wrong is that though?
It's, bro, I've seen being like hanging out at MD Arsenal and shit, being at MD Arsenal. I've seen so much shit that I've pulled people to the side. Could have been a dick, could have called the cops, could have done a bunch of shit. And I'm just like, yo, bro, this is what it is. And sometimes they get upset, and I'm like, yo, this is the other option.
Yeah,
Like, yo, I'm looking out for you. This is the other option.
like yo, take
Easy
that
option,
vertical grip
bro.
off,
You,
dog.
you you can walk out and go do your thing,
Yeah,
or we could do this the hard way, which I don't even want to do. So
yeah,
there's only one option. You got to leave. Like, and this is what it is, you know. So
yeah.
F that.
It's crazy, man. Like I cannot believe that people. It's our own community that's actively trying to hurt us, you know? And it even like behind those walls within the actual industry, it's companies fighting against each other to hurt each other, to undercut each other, companies going out of business, just constant, just like, can we all just work together? Can we all share and contribute to each other?
Absolutely
Like,
not.
you know,
Absolutely not. Why would they do that? Why
it's a
would they?
mess. Yeah, it's sad.
There's nothing worse than walking into a gun store and getting a stale face.
Bro. Oh, so that's what I was gonna say. So when I worked at an FFL, this woman walked in, right? She was coming in, and I always hold the door open for everyone. So I held the door open for the slowest woman I've ever met in my life. All right. I held that door open for like 17 minutes. And she walks in. I walk back around the counter, and she walks in, and she's like, I have some questions. It's like, okay. She said, my husband passed away. I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry to hear that. She was like, well, he passed away, and he had a good amount of firearms. Do you guys sell guns? I'm like, we're literally the largest stocking gun dealer in the area that I live at, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, we do. We take in guns. You could do consignment, or you could sell them to us, and we'll basically buy them at 50% of what we can sell them for, right? I was straight up with her. Like, I'm not, I'm not going to give you no bullshit. I'm going to tell you, if you got time, consignment's the way to go. If you're just trying to flip them and make money, you know,
There's the
you
other
know,
option.
yeah. So She asked if we could help, and we started bringing guns in. Swear to God, there were like 40 firearms. Okay. And Flying Rich with a super chat. Thank you, bro. Flying Rich says, I love you, Dust. I want to have your babies. We
Love
could
you.
arrange that.
Absolutely not.
And
Absolutely not. Love
and
you
maybe
too. I'm
like
not into that weird man on man activity. Sorry, sir.
well, I was thinking you could mail him your babies. Something like
Actually,
that. Yeah, yeah.
you want them in a sock?
Yeah. In a sock or a sandwich bag or
You
a
said how
little what are those little a petri dish?
he-
Oh, okay.
oh God,
Yeah.
no.
Oh man. Thank you, Rich. I appreciate the terrible and hilarious comment.
Get the sock and
Putin,
stiff as hell. No.
Putin, great to see you, bro. Putin, yeah. And if you guys don't know, I literally just set my mediator over there. I pulled my mediator off the mount, the AR-15 mount, and I'm putting my Gideon Optics mediator, which is an aimpoint acro mount, on this bad boy. The let's see if you can see the chrome. Yeah, that shiny, shine, shine. I'm putting that joint on that joint. So I'm rocking the mediator on my Glock. It's gonna be fire.
Shout
Love
out
it.
to Putin.
Oh, and if you use code GLOWIES, you save 10% on Gideon Optics. The link is in the description.
Go get you one. Go get you one.
Yeah.
Go get you one. I'm over here deciding when I'm putting mine on, and they still got to go through the ringer and stuff. Like,
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot going on. I got a whole line of optics that need to be fucking tested.
Bro, I bet you guys are doing
You're on a
yeah,
mission, dog.
dude. I love it. I love it.
You're on a mission.
All right, so
Actually, I am going to need you.
I got you.
Yeah, I am going to need you. Like,
I'm happy to anything I could do, especially if I could be a part of the Gideon. Hey, Prepper Book Club, what up? What is oh, that's right. For the people that don't know, like from the East Coast, a joint or a
it's
joint can be
anything.
anything.
Instead of
Literally
saying that
anything.
cup, you can say that joint or
Yeah,
that joint.
pass
Like,
that joint to me.
it's that thing. It's an object. It could be a person. It could be. It's literally anything that you need it to be in the
Yeah.
context that
It,
you
it
use.
could be a word. Like, why would you say that joint to me? Like,
Yeah,
why would you say that joint? Or why
absolutely.
would anything? Yeah, we'll get you in there. So real quick before we get on to the next topic, so this woman brought in like 40 guns, right? And we're going through all of them. I mean, we're talking about like Japanese Nambu pistols, Arisakas, fucking shit from like the 40s and 50s and 60s, M1 Garands and 30 odd six that take stripper clips, like the whole shebang, right? A Luger. I think he had two actually. But a whole gang of shit where I'm just like, oh man, I am just like lucky to hold this. He had a Group Industries Uzi
Oh
semi,
God.
right?
What?
And then she busts out this Krink in AKS 74U. It is a Tula, an actual Russian Tula Krink AKS 74U. And when I take it, I open up the triangle stock. I got a Krink, right? Flip open the triangle stock, and then I ratchet down the safety, and it's like click, click. And I was like, oh, what? And then I pull back the charging handle and let it go. And I'm like, this bitch got 3 pins in it. And then I hold down, I bring it up to the middle, and then I pull down the trigger, and then I rack the slide. And I'm like, I heard the striker fall. I'm like, this is a motherfucking machine gun. I was like, just out of curiosity, did your husband have any like additional paperwork anywhere? Like any stamps maybe reflecting taxes paid or anything? And I'm just like thinking like, yo, I got an illegal machine gun in my hands right and my boss who's an old head that loves old guns is like 4 feet from me, right? And he's like, yeah, we got to call the ATF. And I was like, I ain't calling him. I ain't calling him. He's like, no, we got to call the ATF.
Absolutely not.
He yeah, so the shop called the ATF. I'll say that because I, you know, I didn't want to be a part of that. He kind of Tried to force me to at first, though. Not gonna lie. But that's the same shit. It's like I could have folded that bitch back up and pushed it over to her and be like, "Yo, take this home, put it under your bed. Don't ever bring it out. Don't ever show anyone. Don't ever tell anyone." And just Or if you want to make a quick $100, I'll take that joint off your hand. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I would never accept any illegal contraband. That's it's
That's bad.
wrong.
Don't ever do that, anyone.
It's immoral. It's
Correct.
not good.
For
Yep. That would have never been seen again. Bro, I know a Russian jump too. But
Yeah,
when you're
where's she from? Where's she from?
heaven, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is funny. It's like that shit would have never been seen again.
This is so bad. Wink,
Yeah,
wink.
this is bad. Don't guys, don't ever do that.
No, never. I would never ever encourage anyone to break any federal, state, or local law, regulation, rule,
Sean,
restriction.
and that's how I got my crink.
And that's how I got my crink. No, so my crink, people call it a non-crink crink. It is the Arsenal SLR 106UR, which means it is a crink that is in 556. So a lot of people say that it's not a crink because it's in 556. But Dark, what's that box marked illegal contraband I saw in your closet? Bro, I wish I was that creative. I have no This is garbage. I'll throw it away.
That would have been my. I would have like, man, this is trash. I'll dispose of it.
I should have well, let me say it differently. In a different world, if laws weren't a thing, I should have just not said anything, right? Because when the owner of the shop looked up at me and he saw my eyes and I was like,
Yeah.
eyes all bugged out.
Yeah.
I should have just taken or no. In a different world with no rules or laws or regulations or restrictions, um, would have been better off just not saying anything, taking it to the back and saying, Mr. Owner of the FFL, the creek is really important to me. And since you're going to make her a really big offer, I will purchase it for whatever you're adding to the offer for that gun. It's that important to me. If it's $1,000, done. 500 done. Yeah. 2,000 done.
Done. Say no
Whatever.
more. Here's an extra $100 for. Thank you.
Yeah, right. All right, well,
Nah,
let me log it. No,
it's
I'll log it. I'll log it. I got it. Don't worry. Yeah, I don't want you to look at the shit.
good. It's like, I got it. I got it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, throw it under the car.
350K done. Yeah.
Nah,
No.
he asked how much a full a lower select fire lower would be. Depends on what it is, what year, whatever. It could get very costly. It can get very costly.
I mean, those are going for
involved,
an actual.
like there's a bunch of shit like involved.
Yeah. So any registered, like on the machine gun registry, means it's pre-May of 86. Okay. So the only machine guns that we have access to are literally over 40 years old. And well, nearly 40 years old. And you're paying for it, right? So Macs that were $75 in the 80s are now going for 9-10 grand. Uzis that just a few years ago were 9-10 grand are now 20 grand. And it wasn't but 5 years ago that I talked to Ruben the Cuban, who is this dude that sells mad machine guns. He bought, he spent like 10 grand in the 80s and he got a basement full of machine guns. And anyone out there that buys like Max in the plastic and Uzis in the plastic and like they know Ruben the Cuban from Miami. And this dude was selling, he was like, yo, Dark, I got you $2,800 Mac with the can, all that shit, but it was in 380. And I was like, I don't want a 380.
Yeah, it's like 380.
380. What about that 9 though?
Yeah, come
But at
on.
the time, I couldn't have dropped 3 stacks on it at the time. I wasn't there,
Yeah, I feel it. I feel it.
What are your thoughts on the restrictions of machine guns?
I think it's fucking terrible.
Agreed.
I think it's absolutely malarkey. absolute trash. It makes no sense. Why? Why? What's so you guys can have them and we can't? That's
Mm,
what this is about.
yeah,
You guys can have select fire and we can't. Well, not we. Regular civilians can't. Like
yeah. It's
it,
bullshit.
it is. It is. It is. It's a headache. That's that. That's that. You like getting your dick sucked? It's like, yeah. It's like, you like sucking dick? No. It's like, there's your answer. That's the shit that they're on. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're on some bullshit.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know. They do a bunch of shit like that. That's the world we live in.
Yeah, it's
That's
kinda
the world.
like, we
They
were
want us to have
talking.
muskets.
What is that? What?
They want us to have muskets.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, they
Uh,
want us to have muskets.
and,
Like, your guns. This is a gun, and here's a musket with a bag of rocks.
yeah,
Make it work.
shape them into little circles.
Yeah.
It's funny because, at that point when everyone says, "Well, muskets," and right? Direct infringement. Oh my god, that's beautiful. Good. It's funny because when people say like, "Well, that was back when they had muskets." Yeah, that was back when civilians had muskets. That was back when the military had muskets too, right?
Everybody had muskets. Civilians, military, everybody had a musket.
Yep.
Now, military, they have everything we don't have.
Yeah. Yep.
Like, fuck a musket.
And going back to the original Miller case that kind of partially inspired the NF or well post NFA. Sorry, I was getting my cases mixed up. After the NFA, Miller was caught. It was Miller v. United States, I think. He was caught with a sawed-off shotgun, and the reason that they said that his shotgun was not protected under the Second Amendment was because the Second Amendment was created to protect for the militia, for the Minuteman, military style firearms. And since a sawed off shotgun is not a military style firearm, that's not protected under the Second Amendment. So he was convicted of that, right? Fast forward to where we are now, and they say the exact opposite. You are not allowed to have military, like, and we're talking about the Supreme Court,
What's
like,
crazy? That military, they run shorties.
yeah,
Breachers run shorties.
yep,
Mission dependent. You know what I'm saying? A breacher will absolutely have a shorty.
for sure. The master
Instead of
key,
running around with a big ass Benelli or whatever, Mossberg that they're using, that
yep,
bitch will be this big. They'll come out their backpack, right on the door,
hmm
boom, we're in there, and then they're switching straight to whatever firearm they're using.
Now this
So,
this was back in the 30s, so it's
understand.
different,
It is.
They were 30s and 40s, they were I forgot somebody else is gonna say, "Well, actually, Miller v. the United States was 1940, whatever." I think it was probably like 37 or something like that. When that happened, pre-NFA, you could order a Thompson, okay? A
Got lost in the sauce
mother
real lot.
what's that?
It's a different time.
Oh, yeah.
Shorty.
Very different time. Shorty better than a 40. Um, so you could buy a fucking Thompson submachine gun from a catalog, have it mailed to your doorstep, and then bitches would drop it off at your front door like an Amazon package, okay, for $200 or less. All right. What they did is they made the NFA to effectively be a paywall to keep people from being able to purchase. They said, "Okay, your guns are 200 bucks. Bam, here's a $200 tax you got to pay. Oh, and by the way, it's for each one." Right? Like that was cost prohibitive, but they didn't adjust for inflation. Now $200 is a tiny percentage of our firearm cost.
It's fucking bullshit, bro. I just don't, man.
Sears and Roebuck, yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. Different times, different times. Back then, I had a guy come on that we talked, Handsome Joe. For anyone out there
Keep the pores away from the guns.
with it, what is it?
John Doe said, keep the pores away from the guns.
Yep, yep. Well, they said that it was to keep like the gangsters away from the guns, but yeah, we all know. But it was the average American. The other defendant took a plea deal, and that upheld the NFA. A lot of people don't know too that originally the NFA, they tried to include handguns in the NFA. Do you know that?
I did not know that.
They tried to include handguns, and then eventually they backed down and they said, "Well, there's no way we're going to get away with that. They will absolutely try to." It all was, just a big scam anyway. You know.
It is fucked up. It is fucked up. Yo, quick question because dude
Yeah.
said something about breacher tape.
Hmm.
Is breacher tape allowed to be ordered?
Are you referring to like the equivalent of like explosive like det cord tape or whatever?
Yeah.
So it's not.
What's I never really.
So explosives are a really interesting thing. It's something that no one is allowed to purchase unless they have like an FEL, federal explosives license. But, and everyone listen what I'm saying very carefully, okay? I am not encouraging anyone to do anything with energetics or explosives or anything at all, okay? But uh from a federal standpoint, it is lawful for one to use to synthesize and use explosives on their own property as long as it is not for commercial use on your own property with no reporting, no nothing at all. Now, some states differ, okay? So don't do anything I'm saying. This is my thing. What do you call it? Um what's the shit when disclaimer. This is my disclaimer. Don't do anything I'm talking about ever, okay? This is all purely for entertainment and conversational, reasons only. Um you could go synthesize RD one could go synthesize something like RDX or, whatever, fucking CL20 with hydrochloric acid and copper wire in their garage, whatever, and then go make just like you can lawfully make tannerite, use it, boom, and then it's been consumed. You can't travel with it. You can't make money off of it because that's for a commercial purpose. So when YouTubers go do a video of them shooting something with tannerite and then profit off of it, the ATF will come after your ass for that because that's for commercial purposes. So that's why none of my videos where I've done like flash powder stuff is monetized because I'm like, I'm not trying to look like I'm making any money off it. Plus, you don't make shit off of it anyway. Um, but from a federal standpoint, the rule is you can use explosives for personal use on your own property. So if you rent, don't try no bullshit. Um, if you needed to remove a stump, blow up a beaver dam, or whatever, you can make something explosive, consume it, don't travel with it, don't store it. If you make it and then store it and then go to bed and wake up and use it, that is illegal. You have to
So
use it and immediately consume it.
immediately, huh? That's
Yeah. Interesting, right?
yeah. It was a big firecracker.
Yeah, it
Mm,
was it was
very
a
big
big
firecracker.
yeah.
It's like, sir, your car is in pieces, but it was 4th of July. It was a big firecracker. I don't know what you want me to tell you.
Bro, it's so funny when people are like, well, as long as it's less than a quarter ounce and look, all right, yes, there are some things that like for 37 millimeter reloaders, there are some things that you can do to like keeping a load less than 110 grains of explosives. That keeps it in the non-regulated, you know, uh category. However, that allows you to travel with it and that allows you to store it, right? But it doesn't mean you cannot use something on your own. Well, no, I don't. Maybe I should even get into that. Never mind. Forget I was saying anything about that.
Absolutely not. Yeah.
Explosives are very very simple to make, and it is very very simple to blow your ass up on accident. So don't do anything like that. Don't go get like hexamine tablets for camping and synthesize them into RDX. Don't make Tap P. Tap P is one of the most dangerous explosives. Don't make Tetra. Well, yeah, I'll be quiet. But
On that note, I gotta go to bed.
bro, I appreciate you coming
You're
on
the
and
man,
hanging
bro.
out for a bit, man.
All right, you're
Thank
the
you for
man.
that.
As soon as I say I gotta go to bed, my dog immediately is just like, "We're going to
They
bed."
know. They know that it's your
Crazy.
energy. Yeah.
He's nuts. He's been sitting here staring at me like a crazy dog. All right, I'm coming up. Get out of here. Get out of here.
So you just hit 200,000 subscribers. The
Yes, yes,
Tactical
yes.
Turkeys, you guys just hit Tactical Turkeys just hit 200,000 subscribers. So
Yep.
everyone here, they're doing a huge 200,000 subscriber giveaway.
Yes,
They're
yes,
giving
yes.
away a right. Well, go ahead if you want to tell them real quick what you're giving away.
So we have, I don't know if you guys know, Surplus Army. We're giving away one of those rifles. There's a local manufacturer by the name of Samurai Firearms. We're giving away one of those rifles. We have a box of a thousand rounds of 9 that we're giving away. We have another box of 1,000 rounds of 9 we're giving away. Uh,
And then each rifle
every
comes with 1,000 rounds of 5.56
Yes, each
from
rifle
MD Arsenal.
comes with a 1,000 rounds of 5.56. Goon Beam is gonna throw in a Goon Beam Light with it. DLD has a DLD care package.
Yep, which will
Um,
vary based on the state that you're in.
yeah, yes, Agorizer, it's huge, huge.
Huge.
And there's a couple other things. I don't know. I haven't decided exactly what I'm gonna do. To contribute to my own channel. I might. I don't know. Somebody might get one of my firearms. Who knows?
Dang,
I don't know yet.
maybe.
I don't know. I don't know. But in order to get in on this giveaway, which will be October 3rd, which is a Tuesday,
Mhm.
if you go to Tactical Turkeys, you
On a
have to be subbed.
Tuesday.
That's one. What'd you say?
On a Tuesday.
Oh, you have to. There's a video that I posted. It is a long range video. Tactical Turkeys and MD Arsenal at the long range. You have to comment in that comment section. That is how you enter. You have to be subbed, be courteous, and like the video.
Mhm.
But to enter, you have to comment and you have to be subbed. There is a trivia question. It's a stupid trivia question, but it's in the video. The video is not that
Mhm.
long. The trivia question is not that deep in the video. I don't
Just
know.
watch the video, y'all. Come on.
Watch the fucking video. That's
Leave a
it. Just watch
comment.
the fucking video. So, double turkeyed up on a Tuesday afternoon? You already know, Putin. Double turkeyed up?
Nice. Yiba,
Now,
yiba.
no ye cannon, no ye cannon.
Yeah,
BV
so
Linus, you don't have to do it.
he said I'm not doing
Here's how I do it. You don't have to. Don't worry
Yeah,
about
yeah, you don't
it. You know,
you're welcome
I'm
to.
not forcing anybody, in fact.
Yeah. Actually, the less people that enter,
The
uh
fucking easier it is. That's the easier it becomes.
you do actually have to, this is one of the things that I know the Tactical Turkeys were 100% committed to when setting this whole thing up. You have to follow DLD After Dark on Instagram, and you have to subscribe to DLD After Dark on YouTube.
Yeah,
Otherwise, you
if
cannot win.
you are on this channel and you're not subscribed to any of that and you're not doing any of that, you're fucking up. I don't even know why you're here.
Yeah,
Ridiculous. You
tripping.
guys are out of control.
Yeah, probably failing in several categories of your life. And if you did,
Absolutely.
if you subscribe to all of our channels, you'd be doing much better. You'd be doing much better. But
Absolutely.
I wanted to make sure that you got that out there just to make sure that we can drive some more people over to you. And then
I
also,
appreciate
of
it, man.
course,
I appreciate it. Like I
yeah,
said,
for
I'm not
sure.
forcing anybody. That's why I like didn't press the issue. But thank you for reminding me.
You're for
So,
sure. And
anybody wants to win some free shit, I told you what to do. It's a video, the long range video, Tactical Turkeys. Go comment, subscribe, watch the video, find out the trivia question. If you post the trivia question in the comments, I will delete that comment and you will be exnate.
yeah, you'll be removed from the drawing.
Yep.
Um, if you need my help with the red dot optics, I can put together something real quick that we can use as a barrier to kind of put them to the test a little bit more.
Yeah,
But whatever you need, just let me know. Holler at me,
I
and
got you.
let's talk.
He said, force them. These kids need discipline. Fuck, you're gonna fucking do it, all right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, no,
Uh,
I definitely am gonna need help because there's gonna be a bunch of optics involved.
yeah,
So
I got you. I'm down. I'm here to help all day.
great.
I'll be tied up this weekend, and the next weekend is IV 8888. Hit me up sometime tomorrow, and we'll talk about you know, yeah, we'll
A
talk about that.
DLD penis lube bottle. Wow.
I could do that. I mean, basically, that's
This is
just
crazy. She's crazy.
for
She's fucking.
you. For you, yeah, I got
No,
you.
she's not crazy for me. I don't know her. Listen, that'll be some Mr. and Mrs. Smith shit.
Oh no, I was telling her.
Oh, I'm about to say like,
Yeah, I was saying for you, Princess Kicking Butt. Yes, I'll give you a custom made. If the outside is a little slippery, I apologize in
I'm
advance.
trying to make it Putin. I'm trying to make it.
Mhm.
We'll
Yeah,
see
we're
what
gonna talk
happens.
about that. We'll talk
I
about
don't.
it.
I don't. It's either let me in or I pull my turkey shit. Where I just get in. I'm just gonna be there.
I'll get you in. I got you.
So, all right,
Yeah.
guys. Later.
All
You
right,
guys
brother.
enjoy the night. DLD, you're the man, bro. Thank you for
Take it
having me
easy.
on. Chat.
You too.
Everybody, be safe. Be good. Be kind to others. Don't pull your gun unless you're planning to blow somebody's fucking head off.
Yeah,
It is what it is.
that.
Later, guys.
All right, brother. Peace. Appreciate, man. The tactical turkeys. They always hold a very special place in my heart. Those are my peoples. And Dust, that's my guy. And for everyone here, I'm still gonna kick it for a little bit. Still hang out with y'all. Let's see. We still got Bob, Damian Christ, BV Luminous. Too many choices. Gray Gunner, Armitage, Putin, Silverback, John Crump Live. Dark said, I am not allowed to go to MD Arsenal. What? What are you talking about? I never said that. You're more than welcome to come. I actually have invited you like twice, but the timing didn't work out. The timing did not work out. A DLD penis lube bottle. I don't know if it is specific to penis lube. Could probably be used for more things than that, but we'll work on something. I'm still here. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you, dude. Knowledge. They always get a special place around center mass. Dust in the wind, bro. Pun comment of the night. Hands down, no question. Yes. Okay. All right. So for everyone out here that doesn't know, well, first before I get to this, can I just let y'all know that Tack Knives has come out with some new ish. And the owner of Tack Knives, Shane, my guy, who always just, at least once a month, if not more, hits me up and he's like, hey, Dark, do you and your guys like do you have a knife that you want to focus on to like show them something? Or do you want to, you want to do something for a giveaway? And I was like, hell yes, I want to do something for a giveaway. And it's always the dopest companies ever, like Tack Knives. If you use code DARK at Tack Knives, you save 20%, which is awesome. This is also one of my other favorite ones. This thing is rigid and tough as fuck. This is the Barracuda TK Pro line, one of their higher end blades. And this is the Nighthawk V2. This thing is sick. And it's for 20% off if you use code DARK again. But anyway, they came out with some new stuff, and the thing that's been like blowing up, they got a lot of other things. They got like the little babies, right? Oh, it's so cute. It's so adorable. But they also got like multi tools. Their biggest. This is one of their newer ones. So this is the carbon fiber Warncliffe. Look at that bad boy. It's like a razor blade. The action on these super tough. So anyway, their biggest hit has been the OTF box cutter. Okay, so it is a box cutter, but it is an OTF. Matter of fact, let me get it. Let me get it. I can't keep talking about it and not actually have it to show you guys. Hold up. What would you do? Get up off my feet and stop making tired excuses. Boom. Oh, and look at that. I also got another thing. So one of the other things I got from them is their pry bar. They have a titanium pry bar. It's an EDC pry bar, and it's all titanium. This is also a bottle opener that's all titanium too. And you just so happen can put that bad boy on your fingers like so. Again, if you use code dark, you save 20% off. You can't really see it in that light, but it's got like the blue, like the what's it called? What's that color when they got the? It's like the oxidized titanium. But here it goes. This is the OTF box cutter. Okay, so it's got the little fire button, right? And look at that. This I use every single day. Again, code dark, you save 20%. Why not? But I asked him, I was like, hey, I would love to do a giveaway. You do have that. I think you have this exact one, right? Don't you have the OD green aluminum with the grip tape? That's the exact one I think that you got. So from a like EDC standpoint, like no, I'm not going to EDC this and like cut it, but from like a utilitarian standpoint, bro, I will use this all day. Because guess what? When the blade runs out, swoop, swap it to a new blade, and it also comes with a stack of I think 10 new blades, and they're not just any blade; they are SK5 high carbon steel. Bro, that's the same steel that Cold Steel used to use on a lot of their like fixed blade knives, which is hilarious. Boom. And you put it in, back in there, boom. So these are called the Fat Boys. I think they're called the Fat Boys. So anyway, where is the link? It's in the description. So if you click that, and then if you use code dark, you don't need to use my link for this. You could just use the code, and I'll get credit for it. I do get credit for it, just so you know. I get credit for you guys, getting stuff, just to be earnest. So I told him last time we did a giveaway, and we gave away 2 of these. People loved it, and then the people that got them hit me up, and they were like, "Oh my god, I love the OTF box cutter." So I was like, if I can find a way to get 2 blue ones, because my channel color, the logo, everything is blue, right? I got a bunch of blue guns, got a bunch of blue. It's blue. It's DLD, right? It's blue chem lights. If I can get 2 blue ones, I would love that. So my man Attack Knives is working on getting well, he's going to send them to me. 2 of the blue Fat Boys, which is the box cutters with the reusable blades, and you get a stack of 10 SK5 high carbon steel, excuse me, blades, and also some of their new stuff that's coming out. They're going to send me. I don't know, which ones. I'm not sure. So one thing that they did, so like for an example, this is their economy line. This is usually like 59 or 69 bucks, but they go on sale from time to time. And recently these were marked down to like $39. And you can still use code dark after that to get another 20% off. So these are all still available on Tack Knives. Okay. And they're good knives, right? Trust me, they're good. But their higher end line, so like this, the MTU 15R, right? That's the Warncliffe D2 steel blade. This one and this one, I forgot which one this one is called. I'm sorry, I forgot that one. The Barracuda, that's the D2 tool steel Warncliffe as well. I love a good Warncliffe, not gonna lie. Man, the action on these things, right? All right, but hear me out. I'm almost done. This one here, forgot the name of this one too. This one's one of their newer ones, also a Warncliffe as well. And the V2 Nighthawk. Boom. Look at that thing. It's just so gorgeous. Oh, that action is nuts. And then, of course, the Stubby. These are all examples of their higher end ones. Oh, and then the one that gets all the clicks and likes. So this is the Stubby. These are all their super high-end ones. So these are their TK Pro line, but these are now available on TACCON, TAKCON. This is the Halo clone, which Unfortunately, they don't produce anymore, but man, this thing is fire. But the one that gets all the clicks and views and likes and people go crazy over it is this one right here, the Karambit. Get ready for it. Boom. I don't know. It's cool. I like it, but as far as like functionality, I don't know. I personally would rather just go with something like this. This one's 154 cm steel. This one is D2 steel. Yeah, this one is D2. It's cool. The Karambit is dope, but I don't know. From like a standpoint of possibly using something for self-defense, but most likely using it for utilitarian purposes, I'm going to go with a different style of blade, personally. But something like this, $39 with 20% off, like, come on, bro. Sorry, I've been totally ignoring chat. I have that same Karambit. No way, for real? That's crazy. Yeah, Crump has it too. He's got the D2 Karambit. It's always the use of the tongue, stubby or not. Yeah, interesting. Okay. I hear the chicks dig width over length, so the stubby is good to go. I'm sorry. 69. I may have to try one. Yeah, I may try to get one. 69.95. Oh yeah, the whatchamacallit. Yeah. 69.95. Sometimes they go on sale, but I haven't seen them lately go on sale. So code dark will save you 20% off. But yeah, these are the other ones were 59 and the grip tape was 69. Now all of them are 69 and I have not seen the price move at all since then. So I'm pretty sure they're just gonna stay at 69, I would guess. But I'm going to be giving 2 of them away to y'all. That's so adorable. Look at that. I did actually lose an OTF knife recently. Here, I'll show you all this. Hold on. I think, bro, I sent you the link. Hold on. Give me 1 second, y'all. We have a very, very popular YouTuber that wants to join us. Holy moly, what did you send me? Bro, the stuff that people send on IG is crazy. Oh man, actually, I don't think I'm supposed to show you guys. Dang it. Let me see. Hang on. Yeah, whatever. I'll share it. Okay, hang tight. All right, so this is one of the knives that I recently got. Hold on. Okay, so you know what? Hang on. Hang on to that. We're going to come back to that, okay? Let's go ahead and get back to what we were originally talking about before I got distracted because I can use these as fidget spinners all day and I will totally forget. So, let's stay focused. Okay, hang on. Fight dirty, baby. Hey, if you ever find yourself in a fair fight, you have failed to prepare. Straight up. That's just, it's falling asleep. Oh, come on. You text me 16 minutes ago saying that you wanted to get on the show. Don't be such a bitch. Sorry, I am not available to join you. Oh no, it wasn't you. I'm just kidding. Stubby looks like a great work knife. So it is. I've actually been super prepared. I'm just kidding. Eagle Run 23 is actually a very popular YouTuber and has a channel that has way surpassed mine in subscribers and viewership. So the stubby this one is solid, bro. It's actually pretty expensive for a small knife. And it's solid AF. And it is almost like an inverted Warncliffe Tonto kind of, but I don't know. It's a unique blade because I wouldn't really call that a Warncliffe. They call it a Warncliffe, but that's actual carbon fiber inlaid in it with 6061 aluminum with a 154 cm steel blade. And dude, the action, I don't know if y'all can hear or see that when you fire it. I mean, it like you can feel that thing firing like crazy. Like this one too, the Barracuda. This also has the carbon fiber inlay. This thing, bro, that action when you fire it is like it's strong, baby, strong. Oh, a sheep's foot. Ooh, sheep, dude, a sheep foot is bad. So many choices on that site. I know. It's a lot of choices. But I'll be honest, stab devices, yes. I'll be honest, man, I love tack knives, but I've had some luck, and a lot of my viewers have had a lot of luck with the more economical knives, but the best luck I have had was with the blades that are over $100. The cheap ones, I just feel like some are hit and miss. Some are good, some are solid. Like this one I've had for over a year and I beat the crap. You know what? Recently, I literally just like totally shredded this box and stabbed it like 100 times on camera because people, it's a very very solid design. I don't want my dress to go like flying off of it or anything, but usually cardboard and tape are very very bad for blades. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't go with the more inexpensive ones. If you are, honestly, I would go for this because you will not use another blade more than this. And when it gets all shitty and disgusting, just pop it out, ting ting, throw it away, ting ting, and then just click another one and boom. But the more expensive ones, these ones have been solid, smoothest actions. Like these are great. But OTF knives are a little bit more limited. Like something like this. This is my EDC, one of my EDCs, and like this is the blade that's going to be opening up the meat. Blades like this are for opening up letters and cardboard and packages and mail and cutting price tags off of stuff. This is reserved for the meat slicing if I need to. But the strength is it's just different, right? Like this is built to withstand more abuse and use. This is gonna fail way before this one would. So they're just different. Getting late night live infomercial vibes. I know. Dude, I love the blades and I'm just saying like they're great, but I don't know. I haven't found the level of consistency with the cheaper ones. I just want to be real. Like, I don't know. I don't ever take $1 from them. I just take whatever blades they send me, and then I show you guys. And sometimes I give them away too. I also buy them too. Like a lot of these I purchase with my own money. So, and actually, UAV Hero, my guy, UAV Hero, who is more Beta Prince, was the one that put me on attack knives in the beginning. Anyway, when I got the which one was the first one? Where's the? There we go. When I got the Halo clone, bro, the Halo, this thing is fire, solid, huge. I just wish there was a way to carry it like on a pocket clip because I would EDC this thing all day, all day. And I know some of y'all got lucky and got the last ones of of those. Anyway, okay. Act now. Act now. Get a free. Yeah, right. The freaking samurai sword. It kind of is one. It kind of is one. But y'all know, look, if it ain't guns, it's knives. If it ain't guns and knives, it's gear. If it ain't guns and knives, it's in gear, it's ammo. If it ain't guns, knives, gear, and ammo, it's talking about more guns, knives, gear, and ammo. If Dark takes a caller, I am dead. Caller, state your name. I've had such great experience with my tack knives. My tack knives makes everything easier. But wait, there's more. Um, I've been asked the same question for the past 3 lives. I'm trying to get DLD in a Glock flex off. Hold on, what? I've been asking the same question for the past 3 lives. I'm trying to get DLD in a Glock flex off. Against who? Against who? My bad. I sometimes I don't see him, man. I don't see him. Who who dare oppose me in a Glock flex off? I don't think I don't know. I'm not saying I got all of them, but I got a grip. Armitage, should I call in? DLD After Dark, what you use to sharpen D2 steel. So I have like a shitty what's that brand? Um Wheeler, I think it is. I have a Wheeler kit, but honestly, I don't I have so many knives that the ones that I do use, I've never sharpened a D2 steel blade. The only blades that I sharpen on a normal basis are 154 CM and 440 carbon steel. The D2s, I just don't use them enough. But I have so many to rotate through. If I ever get to a point where I need to, sharpen them, I don't know. I mean, I could give them a run on the ceramic and the coarse stone and the ceramic and all that, but I don't know. I've never had to sharpen a D2 blade. And I actually got some other blades coming in. Somebody just sent this to me. They said, "Where's your slap chop to show off?" That's too funny. Okay, so who am I going up in you and Tom? Me and Tom on a Glock flex off. He owns an entire gun shop, though. I mean, I guess I almost own an entire gun shop worth of shit. D2 steel is often found in the compression rod on automotive shocks and struts. FYI, interesting. I did not know that. Ceramic knives are sharp AF, and there's also a lot of limitations on them. OTF slap chop. Yes, that's what we need. You're gonna love my nuts, dude. I will never forget when I was a kid. The first time I heard, dude, I died. You're gonna love my nuts. Man, I died. Let me see. Does the slap chop count as a knife? What would you do if it pressed it? Man, I don't know, but I could imagine it would not feel good. Okay. If you had something inside the slap chop, there's only a couple places on the male body where I could picture that going. So, let's stop that. I'll sharpen them for you. I got all the gear. Okay, nice. Is it Wheeler? No, it's not Wheeler. I think somebody else typed it in. Hold on. Lansky, Wheeler. What the fuck was I talking about? Man, the cutlery channel. Man, the cutlery channel for tack knives, bro. Maybe. Actually, Eagle Run. Maybe it's because I have like I probably have like I know I have over 100 knives, but the only knife probably that I know like for sure needs to be sharpened. Some knives like I was sharpening incorrectly for sure, but something like this is the only thing that I have a problem with. One, of course, the shape is like impossible. Okay, I mean you can work around it, right? But this is a flat grind. So look at the other side. No edge, right? It's a flat grind. This is tough. So this part is the part that I use for most things. Okay. The rest of this is like damn near unused. I mean, it's used, but it's still extremely sharp. Up here, the point is nowhere near as sharp as it used to be. It may look sharp on the camera, but bro, so I bought another one. I bought the fully serrated version because again, it's not a knife that I use a lot for cutting like stuff, right? So that's like a knife I keep on me for just in case type stuff. But this I've used a lot from like here up. How the hell do I sharpen with a flat grind? Like you run out of material at some point, you know? So I'm used but extremely dull. Yes. I got a buck special. I got to grind some chips out cracked a deer pelvis with it. Dang. Yeah, sometimes I mean you can work chips out of it. So slap chop will be a weapon of choice on the next man who cheats on me. DLD. Don't do that. Please don't do that. That is a terrible thing. Wheeler gun tools on maybe that's what it was because they're like they do everything except guns. Have you heard the slap chop guy rap about it? I've not. Good God. I've not. I don't think I want to either. I have a TF prof, some type of TF prof professional, maybe. All sorts of silica stones, India stones, whet stones, whet stones. Uh, that hook would take a ceramic rod. I can't do that one. That's tough to sharpen. I'll pass on that one. That's all good. Hey, I just figured I'd throw it out there. You know, it's sharp enough, right? Hey, Misty, great to see you. Got to get in bed, but wanted to stop by and say, love you, Dark. Thank you. We all love you too. Appreciate you coming by. And tell Ron Wayne that we miss him being up in here. Both y'all, Let's see. I missed some other chats. Let me go up here. Lansky. Was it Lansky? I was thinking I think it was Lansky. I don't know. I keep forgetting, y'all. It's a cheap little shitter pocket thing, or one you pack in the bottom of a bag. So what was the angel's name according to the story, aka the angel of death? D2 steel is often found. Okay, sorry, okay, sorry. I thought I missed some other stuff. I have one of those work sharp power sharpeners. I've been scared of those, bro, because like anything that's think of like how much material. So okay, let's use building a polymer 80 for an example. When you're using hand tools, you can remove material with precision and you can do so at a pace that like you can control, right? But when you use a power tool or a Dremel, all of a sudden it's like, oh, I went too far. Oh, I slipped in the wrong direction. And so I always thought that using like motorized knife sharpeners or sharpeners, I just kind of felt like it may get out of hand. All right, I'll show you guys. Y'all know that I am a sucker for the color blue. Okay. So I have a few knives coming to me. This is one of them. It is a knife that they literally take in abalone stone, and they take the abalone stone and they put a piece of the abalone stone in the middle of the fire button, and then blue hardware, okay, and then blue pocket clip with a blue uh, window breaker. All right, they take more of the abalone stone and put it in the blade. They literally um, inlay it in there, and then they inlay it on the other side too. So you got the inlay of the abalone stone in the blade, the inlay in the fire button, and the blue hardware with the blue pocket clip and the blue glass breaker with the stainless blade and the white aluminum um, body. It is gorgeous. Also, I'm getting that bad boy. This is an auto side opening auto. And those are tan scales, which I'm probably going to dye them blue because why not? And then the coolest one is this little guy. Hook that bad boy onto a belt loop, and boom, you got yourself a little EDC pig sticker right there. And of course, by pig sticker, I certainly don't mean police. Okay, now let's get to the whole thing about the title. Okay, so nobody knows what title I was talking about. Wesley Foster is here. Gave you a thumbs up. Appreciate you. My notifications are on. I am a subscriber. I have received notification of your video. Audio video is good. Wow, Wesley Foster. That is extremely thorough. I appreciate that. Prepper Book Club says, I love push knives. Right in the jug. Oh, that sounds squishy. Back to the Future. Yes. Hey, carrot, carrot, ting, ting, carrot, carrot. I'm confused. Well, heading to bed. Night, guys. Nighty night. Mother of Pearl. Is abalone similar to Mother of Pearl? That's a cute knife. Come on, ting, ting. Don't be like that. It's pretty. It's pretty. Is that mine? I hope not, because I bought it. Dark, just a thought. Worst case, could you use wet high grit sandpaper wrapped around a half round file? Possibly, possibly. There's some very, very small microchips in it. So I don't know. I just want to be cautious. I would almost rather not sharpen it, to be honest. Something like a cheap 440 carbon. So I'll sharpen that shit all day. No question, because I don't care. Um, I can actually improve it. My fear with something like that cold steel, which is that's AUS 8A steel, I may make it worse. I may not jugger the fem. I may not improve it. Um, I don't know. I may it may be I would rather go at it with a wet sanding than actually going at it with something like a real sharpening stone or something like that. Because with a flat grind, once you go past a certain point, that's it. You got no more material and you're screwed. That's why I bought another one, right? Oh well, I don't care. I'll tell you what, if I jack it up and mess it all up and it can't be used, I'll just give it away to you guys. I'm just kidding. Unless you want it. Stabby, not stubby. That's actually a good point. Bob, are you like 10 minutes behind talking about the stubby still? The leather strap works amazing. The leather strap on? The leather strap? What leather strap are you talking about? Did I miss? I may have missed conversation. Okay, sorry. Let me get back to being focused here, okay? Because I'm so remarkably focused all the time, right? So I named this stream DLD Live, license plate number MTJ-891. It's 1986. So there's a story, okay? And the story goes, oh, for sharpening. Leather does work very well for sharpening. I'm sorry. People wonder why I get sidetracked, and it's because I have 50 people chatting to the right side of me right now. Sorry. They need to make a luminescence that looks like, hold on. They need to make a luminescence that looks like Cherenkov radiation during reactor startup that would look great in a handle minus the rads. Dude, you know who's a dope ass knife maker? Is Jackson. You guys remember Jackson? Dude, this guy has handle material for his knives made out of like jade and peat moss and wood. And it's like put all together and then he machines it down. And you would think it sounds crazy, right? He's got like glow in the dark stuff with blue and bro, his stuff is crazy. And look who it is. The GD Bacon. What's up, brother? With the 556 super chat. Yeah, for your next McFlurry, there's a peanut butter crunch one out now for a limited time only. Thank you. Although I'd like to say I've been McFlurry free for over a year. Aside from the one I did have, I shared it with my daughter because she had never had a McFlurry. Okay, so now I have to say that every single time. But thank you, Bacon. I appreciate you, brother. And guys, just in case you don't know, Bacon has a show. Bacon has a channel. He does a show on his channel. So check it out. You will be overwhelmed and you'll likely enjoy it. Well, it's the time of night to close shop. Thanks, DLD After Dark, and everyone here tonight. Have a good night, and I'll catch up you on the flip side. Peace, brother. Mike McClune, thank you. And I saw you sent some messages, so I'll look at them when I have some free time. Okay, so focusing on what I put here. So there's a story in the first quarter of 1986. There were two guys, and these two guys were both veterans, and they said, you know what? We're tired of this whole working thing. Let's put our skills to the test and let's go out and do some goon shit. And in the midst of this goon shit, let's steal money from banks and armored cars and stuff like that. So these guys, they went out and they were like, well, first we have to get a, a car, right? So they went out to the Everglades and then they saw this lonely man target shooting by himself in the Everglades. And they went up and said, "Excuse me, good sir," and shot him and killed him and took his car, his guns, everything, his driver's license, all that stuff, and took his car. And it was a gold Monte Carlo. And when they took that gold Monte Carlo, they went and committed some armed robberies with them. They robbed a Loomis armored truck. And well, let me go back here. My bad, I was behind on the comments. Monte Carlo or Grand Nationals. I thought it was a Mark Tucker, the first one to say it. I was waiting for the first person to say the Miami shootout, unless somebody did before him. Let me see. Bacon taco. Bacon thing. I think that was the first one. Okay, so Mark Tucker, congratulations. I know we didn't exactly focus on it too much, right? It was just kind of there, mentioned it a few times. I can't talk about that. So when I brought it up, no one had said anything. Mark Tucker was the first person to bring up the Miami shootout. Congratulations, everyone! Show him some love in chat. Okay, so gold, not exactly nondescript. Gordon, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Hope they killed him twice. Okay, so here's what happened. So they went to the Everglades. They found this lonely man shooting, target shooting, lawfully target shooting in the Everglades. And then, like I said, they walked up and they were like, "Excuse me, good sir," shot him, killed him. Okay. Now this one they actually killed. Okay. Killed him, hid his body, took his car, his guns, his IDs, cash, all that stuff. And then they pieced out. And their first job was an armored truck, a Loomis armored truck. And they got the guard coming back out of the establishment going to the truck, and they got $2,800. They tried to get what was in the rest of the truck, but the truck sped off. You know what was in the back of that truck? $440,000. Now we're going to come back to that, okay? So then they do another job. Like within a week, they do another job, hit an armored truck, and they didn't get anything. All they did was get it engaged in a shootout, okay? They got engaged in a shootout. They pulled up on the back of this I forgot what kind of armored truck, but it was a second armored truck, and the dude stood up outside of the sunroof and started discharging his shotgun at the guard that was unloading his bag into the armored truck. So they get engaged in a shootout. They're boom, 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 going back and forth. They ended up leaving with nothing. Okay. Then they go to do a bank job. And in this bank job, they came in very quickly, and just a couple minutes or maybe a few minutes, came in and they left with like $44,000. So this was their first lick where they actually made a decent amount of money. Karambit is good for anyone with boxing or striking background. It requires no training beyond that. To be honest, Kali guys are insane. The Karambit or any knives that are hooked like this, if you understand the physical biology of humans and you know where to cut, bro, this thing wrapped around the right places is going to do some serious damage. Even like this one, this isn't like your standard karambit, right? But anything bent, that is arched like that can do some pretty insane damage. Okay, so they got $44,000 on this job. And of course, I'm not saying it. Nobody do anything bad. Nobody go rob banks and trucks and stuff. It's stupid. You're gonna die or kill someone and get arrested and go to jail forever. So don't do that. We're just talking about this for the historical aspect to this. So they were in and out very quickly. We're talking 2 to 3 minutes tops. The camera footage was terrible at best. I mean, I saw the camera footage in this documentary, and you couldn't even identify the tellers. I don't know what this bank thought they were doing. Jesus Christ, it was bad. So then, moving along, they're doing more jobs, whatever. But they had burned that car already. Burned it. They had um, been made, right? So, they get rid of that car. So what do? What any criminal does, do the same exact predictable behavior. So they go to the Everglades again. They find a random guy target shooting out there, and it is a black Monte Carlo. So they go up to the guy, but this guy, they don't just shoot him and kill him. They draw their guns on him. One had a blued steel revolver. That's what was reported. And then the other had a Mini 14. I got a little bone to pick here. Everyone in every single story that I have read has called it an M14, a Mini 14. Mini 14, Mini 14, Mini 14, even in the FBI documents, Mini 14, Mini 14, all over the place, Mini 14. If you look at the evidence table, there is a selector switch on it. That is not a Mini 14. That is an AC-556. A Ruger AC-556 is a motherfucking machine gun that has safe, semi, 3-round burst, full auto, 4 selectors, just like the Mini 14. I'll come right back to that. Ellis Boyd Red, thank you for the super chat. Sometimes it makes me sad, though. Andy being gone. I have to remind myself that some birds aren't meant to be caged. What? Sometimes it makes me sad, though. Andy being gone. I have to remind myself that some birds aren't meant to be caged. Where do I know that from? Are you messing with me? Isn't that from? It was an AC-556. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Is that Shawshank Redemption? Hold on. Wasn't that like the last line in Shawshank Redemption? Let me hold it up. Or let me pull it up. Oh, okay. Okay, so y'all Shawshank Redemption, Shawshank Redemption. Okay. All right. I was like, hold on. I know because after he escaped, after he crawled through the doo-doo tunnel, it was Morgan Freeman, right? Morgan Freeman was saying, and he was like, okay, Ellis Boyd, thank you for the super chat. My apologies. It took me a minute. I've been talking here for 2 hours. It's been a long day. And I was thinking, like, where do I know that from? I've heard that before, but thank you. I appreciate that. We're having a different conversation, yet all contribution I'm grateful for to the conversation. So thank you. And of course, I'm also grateful for the $5 contribution as well. Thank you. Thank you. The doo-doo tunnel, LOL. Red says it. The picture is red from. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just. Have you guys? Of course it is. Of course. Okay, it's far away. Okay, you guys are this far away. Okay, that's far away. Yeah, my apologies. I don't. I thank you and welcome to the chat, Mr. or Mrs. Red. Thank you. In a Morgan Freeman voice over. Dark had definitely heard that quote before. Oh, we need that. Dude, have you guys heard that short of that just random black dude talking in the Denzel voice? Oh my God. Like he is just effortlessly. I mean, the dude sounds exactly like Denzel. It is crazy. It's a voicemail. It's whatever. Look it up. Okay, so thank you again, Red. Let's continue on here. Okay. So in every single article, in every single reading, in every single reenactment, in every documentary, everything, everyone calls it the Mini 14. Okay. It is not a Mini 14 when there is a selector switch, even if it is a 16-inch barrel, even if it is it's not the super duper high speed 18, 12.5-inch barrel with the side folding stock and all that. The chassis that it's in doesn't matter, right? It is, and by the way, it just made me think, at least Red, I think that was your first time super chatting or your first time in chat. So thank you for being active and thank you for hanging out. If you're one of the lurkers and you were just like finally like, you know what, let me say something to Dark and to the DLD squad, then I appreciate you. Thank you. I just want you to know that I have gratitude for your engagement. Thank you. Um, so for every single time I have read about this, everybody calls it a Mini 14, and it's frustrating, okay? It is the same thing that people do, but backwards, right? They say M16 and AR-15 like interchangeably, like they're different things. They're different things. M16 is a machine gun, okay? AR-15. If somebody went out and did something crazy with an M16, guarantee the news isn't going to call it an AR-15, but again, that's just people not understanding stuff. I have to remind myself that some birds aren't meant to be caged. Their feathers are just too bright, and when they fly away, the part of you that knows it was a sin to lock them up does rejoice. I can't do a Morgan Freeman voice. I apologize. Dark, speaking of Red, any idea what happened to Band Talk? Done fell off. I don't know. I have no idea. I haven't seen Band Talk in a long time, and I usually see him each Friday in the 2A chat, and I haven't seen him. Man, now that you mention it, I haven't seen him for like 2 months. Bro, I'm gonna tell you what, man. Um, doing this, like streaming, so I stream almost every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. And up until like the last 6 months or so, I never missed a stream. As a matter of fact, when I did from time to time, like when I got the coof and here and there when I had stuff, like people would like start searching social media for me and being like, "Yo, Dark, are you okay? Because you missed a stream." You don't miss streams, right? But now, like I'm doing every other Saturday because I got the little one and whatnot. I usually do not miss streams. Um, if you do, if you miss, say, a week, and then you're like, whatever. Then you miss a second week. Then you miss a month. Then it's it. It's over. Your channel is dead. When I got 2 strikes, bro, my channel was literally dead. Everything was like zeroed out. It's crazy. It's crazy. So yeah, it's jacked up. If you don't keep up and keep it consistent and keep your schedule and all that, it can be very difficult and it's easy to just disappear. No, the news would call it an AR. You're probably right. But if it was a machine gun, they would say a full auto AR-15, which I mean is possible. But y'all know what I'm saying, right? They're calling it the wrong thing, which I guess I don't have as much of a problem with as I'm putting it out there. The reality is that it was in it was a select fire weapon. It was a machine gun. It was in AC 556. Like that is maybe it's because I respect the machine gun. Maybe it's because I was actually looking to purchase one and I'm into that gun. The only thing I don't like is like Ruger, bro. Why would you make a machine gun with a pencil barrel? Like, are you serious? Do you not understand heat dissipation? And what do you think people are just gonna pump a few rounds and then wait 30 minutes and then bust a few rounds through it again? And then, but no, we want to do mag dumps. I want a heavy barrel in that biatch. Come on. I'm just saying. Back to the lecture at hand. Name that song. Okay. Back to the lecture at hand. Perfection is perfected, so I'm gonna let them understand from a young G's perspective. And before we dig it a bitch, you have to find a contraceptive. Sorry, getting back to it. Everyone was reporting that it was in a Mini 14, and I get it. Okay, whatever. Moving along now. Okay, so they end up going to the Everglades again, and they had the report was a blued steel revolver and a Mini 14. They, instead of just walking up and shooting this man in the head and taking his stuff, they actually held him at gunpoint while he was target shooting a 22 alone in the Everglades. Okay. And they held him at gunpoint. They said, "Give me your car, give me your gun." I think he had more than one gun, but "Give me your car, give me your gun, give me your keys, give me your wallet, give me your cash," and all that stuff. And then they shot him. They actually shot him like 3 or 4 times. They thought they killed him, but he didn't die. They took his black Monte Carlo, right? So before they had a gold one, now they got a black one, and they didn't bother to change the license plates. Why bother, right? It's 1986. Bro, I'm sure they didn't even use gloves. Like, what's the point? It's 1986. And the dude, after they pulled off with the white F-150 and the black Monte Carlo, he was shot in the face, he was shot in the groin, he was shot in somewhere else, I think the chest. Like, he was hit badly. No, groin, stomach, face, okay? So after having 3 holes put in his ass at, like, 1,300 feet per second, maybe more, he was shot with the handgun. Um, now I'm out, Rock. Peace out, brother. Good to see you, man. Um, Once the 2 cars pulled off, he managed to find the energy left in him to stand up and to walk over a mile to a convenience store where he was able to call for help, and he lived. Okay. So what did he do? He called the police came right to the hospital. And when he was lucid, he popped his head up and he said, and at this point, the FBI was saying, "I bet they're gonna do the same thing," right? Blah blah blah. And they weren't talking about going to get the car. They were just saying there were patterns that they were identifying already, right? They were already looking between like the 80th block of on Dixie, what is it, Dixie Ave or Dixie, whatever in Miami, to like 120th, and they were like canvassing that whole area because they thought they were the crimes that they were committing were in a certain area vicinity, and they were looking for other patterns and stuff like that. So when the cops came in to question the guy that got shot, they had said, "Tell me about your car." They had already gone to his, or no, okay, sorry, it's backwards. So they went to talk to him in the hospital, and then he said it's a black Monte Carlo, license plate number MTJ-891. Okay. So the cops knew what car they were looking for. They had previously gone to the other Monte Carlo owner's home, which they didn't know he was dead. Okay. And they had gone and talked to that owner. I jumped over this part of the story. They knocked on the door, and they didn't realize that that was the parents of the man that was murdered, who they had filed a missing persons report. So they were like, "Oh, are you here about our son?" And they're like, "Well, actually, yes." And they're like, "Oh, he's been missing for 2 months." And then the FBI was like, "Well, yeah, well, your car's out there doing dirt, son." So they put 2 and 2 together, and they ended up finding him later after they found out what happened to this black Monte Carlo owner's stuff. So whatever. So now, boom, the FBI found out what kind of car they were in. They got descriptions, they got drawings of them, the whatchamacallit drawings, and then they caricatures. M. Gabriel, what's up, brother? They did him dirty. They did indeed, indubitably. The crotch shot ricocheted off his big brass balls. Yes. I mean, the dude complied, right? Like, there's based on like the last I don't know, like decade plus of armed robberies, it's like a less than 20% chance, if you comply, that you're going to get injured or shot, or which is still terrible odds, right? Like, that's still not good. So fight back if you can. Fight back in a smart way or safe way. But also don't take advice from me. Ever. About anything, really. Who am I? Who am I? Okay. So anyway, now they knew what car they were looking for. Now they knew that these people have murdered. Now they know that they, at least committed attempted murder and murder and all sorts of, bad stuff, right? So they knew that these were the guys right away. They got the whatchamacallit drawings of them, and I know this is such a thorough, riveting story, guys. And then um, what they said is, "Hey, let's go canvas," because the dude that got shot and lived told them that they were in a white Ford F50, and he knew that they were in a black Monte Carlo, license plate number MTJ-891. I feel weird saying license plate number and then saying letters, but y'all get what I'm saying. So they go out there, and of course, they're looking for the Monte Carlo license plate MTJ-891, and then also looking for this white Ford F-150. Now, because they have committed all their crimes in the same like 40 block radius, they sent 14 federal agents out there canvassing from the 80th block down Dixie to the 120th block. And what do you know? They found like 20 different white Ford F-150s, and they went up to them and they pulled the tag numbers, the VIN numbers, and they were running them against the DMV to get pictures from the driver's licenses to hold them up to the guy that got shot and survived and see if they could identify who it was. And it came up to one of the, whatever you call them, team leaders, squad leaders, whatever, one of the guys higher up at the FBI. He said, well, since we're canvassing for these white F-150s, let's go out there 14 deep. They usually commit crimes between 9 and 12 on Fridays. So let's go out there this morning and let's just canvass the area and let's try to find these guys. And one of the cars ended up behind a black Monte Carlo, and he got on the radio and he said, we are currently behind a black Monte Carlo, license plate MTJ-891. And boom, right from that point is when the whole story that you guys likely already know, is when the whole shootout occurred, which that shootout changed the loadout for police officers and for federal agents and for that changed everything, right? Now, I don't know. So when I was looking at the evidence table, um, hold on. Okay, so this is, yeah, you're not going to be able to see it from there. They had the Sarah Connor 12 gauge. So that was the for law enforcement only. That was the 94 to 04 ban. That was the Sarah Connor Remington 870. And then right above that, there you go. Right above that is the quote, what they're calling a Mini 14. But look in the back behind the receiver, at the back right of the receiver, and tell me what that is. That is a selector switch where, it would be opposite to your thumb. Your thumb would rest on the left side when your thumb wraps around the grip, right? If you bring your thumb over to this side right here, that's where the selector switch is. And boom, that's where it is. Now that selector switch is set up like this. It's on a little pin and what do you call it? Pin and detent, right? So it's like this, and as it as it rocks up, it's safe, semi, 3-round burst, full auto. The same as an M14, but an M14 is semi and full auto. That's the only two. So, but it's a Mini 14 or an AC 556 is a scaled down M14, which is the M1 Garand or whatever you want to call it. Same action. But it is such a cool machine gun because, and I know this is bad because lots of people got hurt and died and stuff. Man, that is kind of crazy if you think about it. So this this setup right here, the subject's guns were in the middle where the orange is, and these are all the guns that were available to the FBI. And look how much havoc these guys were able to do with just these, couple guns. 4 guns, actually. They each had a long gun, and they each had a handgun. A Dan Wesson 357 Magnum, a Smith& Wesson 357 Magnum, a Ruger AC-556, or it could be a converted Mini 14, I guess, and then also a Remington 870 shotgun, the Saracana. But most of those cops had wheel guns and semi-automatic 9mm. A lot of people are saying, I think the safety is still in the trigger guard. It Oh, you on the AC-556. I think you're right. I think the safety is in the same place, but it's semi-auto, um, semi-auto, 3-round burst, and full auto. So it's safe. Say or no, sorry, Jesus Christ. So semi, 3-round burst, and full auto. But yes, you're correct. I think it'll actually show you right here. Oh, actually, it doesn't look like it. That's interesting. I would have thought the same thing. It does not look like it's in the trigger guard. Am I tripping? Or it's not a very good picture. Is that still in the front there? It could be. Is that it right there in the front? Let me know. I'm not a Mini 14 guy. Um, they may still be. I think they're in the front. I don't think they're in the rear. But I'm not sure. It's in the trigger guard, even in the AC-556. Dark, you're wrong. M1 Garand is long stroke piston, and M14 Mini 14 is short stroke piston. I know. I was saying it's the same style of action, but the Mini 14 is a scaled down version, which is the same type of action. It is a different type of piston design, but I think you're being funny, but clearly I wasn't saying they're exactly the same. Blurry and I don't know. That's yeah, that sheet of steel. Okay, so getting back to it, one of the guys. So two things. A lot of people say, well, those cops had revolvers and they were going up against, a guy with a 5.56 223. Actually, technically, they're not supposed to shoot 5.56 out of a Mini 14, but the picture you posted was that sheet of steel. Picture you posted was I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm following. Pull up a picture of the AC 5.56 and see if the safety is in the trigger, because now I'm curious. Let me see. AC 5.56. There's an AC 5.56K. What? Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it's in the trigger guard still. Yep. Okay. Yeah. My apologies. Um, Luckily nowadays we can confirm these things very quickly. So yeah, so the AC 5.56. Oh man, that thing is tiny. What? Oh man, now I am so wishing that I bought that thing. So I was watching an auction of one and I told myself like if this if this is at 13 grand or less, I will buy it because I know in the future it's going to be worth 30, 50, whatever if we have much of a future in this country. But the moment that it went over 13 grand, I was like whatever, I stopped watching and I don't know if it sold for twice that or what, but I stopped watching it. Okay, so getting back to it, a lot of people are like, yo, the reason that so many of the cops died or got shot, were injured, wounded, whatever, wounded, not injured. You get injured falling down the steps. You get wounded when you're shot in the dick twice with a 223, which one of the cops was. Um, Actually, the first, well, we'll get to that. So a lot of people are like, well, they had revolvers and they had this, and that's why. Well, it's not exactly true. A lot of the cops that were there had semi-autos with box-fed magazines, One of them was a Smith & Wesson with 13 rounds in it, 12 in the magazine, one in the pipe. A couple of the cops had 1911s. Some of the other cops had Smith & Wesson with 13 rounds, 357 Magnum. One of them had a 357 Magnum, but they ended up fighting with their 5-shot 38 that was on their ankle. And so it wasn't all a bunch of cops with wheel guns, right? But it was a wheel gun that ended the fight, interestingly enough. They lodged the guy that was shot. Do y'all want me to go through the whole thing, like how the whole shooting went down? I'm pretty sure y'all understand it at this point. The paratrooper folding stock is beautiful. Yes. So that AC 556 with the robot foot looking thing, that thing is tits. I love it. So the AC 556 with a 12.5-inch barrel and in stainless. Okay. The black one is cool, but in stainless, the 12.5-inch 556 with the stainless barrel, with the stainless action, with all stainless, with the stainless folding stock. Oh my God, that is pure sex. Pure sex. Okay, so the interesting thing here is that when people were remember the part about the last guy finishing it? Yes. So that the dude was bleeding out thinking he was dying. So that's why he did what he did. But we'll get to that part too. So basically, this is how it started. So there were, I think, 3 or 4 cars, and I'm a little rusty on it, but I at least kind of have an idea. And y'all know how I be doing stories. Hang on. Ooh, that was good. Thank you for giving me that moment to get some nicotine. I'll ask for one more. Woo! See, this is how I know y'all are like my loyal folks. There's 53 people in here chilling, and y'all are just listening to a silent stream while I'm hitting my vape. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. Okay, so back it up. So the call went out on the radio. We are behind a Monte Carlo, license plate MTJ-891. Every single Fed that was there knew what that meant. Okay. That meant cloud. That meant that we are behind the bad guys that have killed people and that have used their firearms in the commission of robberies. And you know what's going to happen, right? You think they're going to put their hands out the window? No. So the fact that they just happened to go out on a random Easter egg hunt for felons and ended up right behind the car, which they were going to commit a robbery, but they didn't know that they had made a pact to not go down and go to jail without a fight. These dudes were both veterans. They I forgot what their jobs were in the military, but they were both familiar with armaments with arms. So the first cop or the first FBI unit, whatever, gets behind them, and they put out the call, right? So I think three cars were initially I think 3 cars were initially the ones that pulled up. One was behind him at first, and then the other 2 kind of converged all at the same time. And they were coming up to a spot where they thought that it was like the premier opportunity to close them in, pull them over, and have all of them point guns at them and either have the tactical advantage of them or win in a shootout if it went in that direction. But what happened was one of the guys trying to be as ready as he possibly could be that was in that car when they made the first call, he rode up as they're driving down the street. He rode up beside them, and to be as fast as he could, he removed his handgun from his holster and set it on the passenger seat. Okay. Now, at that point, he had pulled up beside them. He had the little magnetic light on the car, and he was going woo, 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 turn the lights and sirens on, told them to pull over beside them, and then pinned them into their car and pushed them off the road into a tree. Now, if they were in a Monte Carlo with at least like a 355 or something, they could have just opened up and dipped out. But hey, and I mean, I guess if the other car was like a Crown Vic with the police interceptor. But you know, they probably would have been a decent race to watch. You know, probably. But anyway, what happened was he was the first agent alone was behind him, pushed him off the road into a tree. So he could not go forward. Okay. Well, in the collision, his gun that was on the passenger seat now launched forward and fell into the on the floor somewhere. Okay. Sorry. And then immediately, you know, people are like, well, why didn't that cop just, well, because right away they had already seen that he had a long gun in the car. They knew they were getting ready to get in a shootout. So right away, the cop pulls up to the side of them, and they see this. Boom, 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 boom. Dude starts dumping right away. Now it seems that at least most of the gunfight was in semi-auto. I don't know if he was just trying to conserve ammo or what, but most of the gunfight was in semi-auto. So he starts dumping 223 rounds into that federal agent's vehicle right away. Cop opens up the door, slides out, and I don't know if he was the one that grabbed his ankle gun, which was a 5-shot 38, but there was another cop that actually ran his gun dry, and he grabbed his ankle gun too. But so 2 more cars converge, and then we have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys around 2 guys in a car. The 2 guys in the car have a shotgun, an AC-556, and they each have a revolver. Okay. So they each have a long gun and they each have a revolver. The 6 cops around them have 1 357 Magnum, 2 9mm, and the rest are 38s. Okay. So they start shooting right away. One cop fired 24 plus 1, 25 rounds, and he struck out of both targets in 25 rounds. He struck one target once. Okay. This was an accuracy issue. This was a marksmanship issue. So anyone that's talking about ballistics, yeah, ballistics of a 38 in 1986 weren't the best. The ballistics of a 9mm in 1986 weren't the best. But the ballistics of rounds that don't hit your target are terrible, right? Anyway, so the one cop that was on the side where the shootout started, where they were dumping 223 rounds, had a 38. He fired, boom, caught the driver in the neck. The driver was the guy with the shotgun. Now he actually started to come out of the car with a 12 gauge and boom, fires one shot, hits one officer, but he wounds him. He doesn't actually kill him. So he shoots one cop with a 12 gauge and then another cop with a 38, boom, clips him as he was getting back in the car, hits his neck, and he was fatally injured, but he actually resurfaced throughout the fight. And then all the cops that are around them start dumping rounds. They're exchanging gunfire. The dude with the AC-556 starts transitioning targets and boom, 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 boom. He's actually making hits. One of the cops has his 38 like that over the hood of a car. Boom, he cracks him. It enters through his knuckles and exits through the top of his hands like this. And it took his gun out of commission. He goes for his backup gun, and which is a 38 as well. And he starts because he couldn't reload his shit. And he starts returning fire. He ends up hitting the passenger Mini 14 guy at least once in the right side of his body. And then as the other guys are shooting, they are donating so much ammo to this car. It's ridiculous without hitting them. So far, all that's happened is the driver got shot in the neck by the one cop with the 38 who took the round in the hands, and the other guy got caught in the right side of his body, maybe his arm, but in the right side of his body. He caught one round as well. Now, in the middle of the gunfight, there was one cop that actually tried to reload. Now, there's a I forgot the term for it, but when you're running a 6-shooter or a revolver, the best thing to do for anyone out there that's actually running a revolver, a lot of people, if you're right-handed, they'll hit the cylinder with their the cylinder release with their thumb, and then they'll open it, and then they'll do their work with their left hand. It's not the fastest way to do it. Don't do it. It sucks. What you do is you open it and then you grab the wheel gun like this with your left hand, right? Grip like this, muzzle up with the cylinder out right here. And when you take it and you open it, whack the ejector rod with your right hand, your firing hand, whack it, keep your reloads on your strong side, and then reload, close it. As you close it, you transition to your hand and go back into the fight. If any of you guys have seen the short that I did recently, I was kind of showing like different pocket guns. I show a Smith and Wesson J frame 38, and I kind of do that exact thing, but I take out 2 rounds, and it's actually better to load 2 rounds at a time instead of one, unless you have a 5-shot like me, because you can only do that twice. Third time gets awkward. Okay, so he was doing a partial reload. That's what it's called, partial reload. I think they have another term for it, but doing a partial reload where you open up, right? Because it takes a long time to reload 6 chambers. So you open it up, smack out the old brass, and then you just slip 2 rounds in there, close it, and then you get right back on target. That way they don't take that time that you're reloading to advance on you. Apparently one of the cops did that once. Well, the one guy, Mini 14 guy, gets out of the car. He takes another round to the chest, okay, of I think it was a 38, and he actually slides across the hood of the car. And the guy that got hit in the hands is down across both cars on the other side. And I'm trying to like show you guys where, and I'm getting away from the mic while I'm doing it, so sorry about that. And the dude comes out the driver's side, slides out the hood of the car, and starts engaging the cops. Well, they're all out. Okay, they're all out of ammo, so they all need to reload. So they all get behind their car. He's 2 cars in front of them. They're behind this car. He starts engaging and coming toward them, and they're all empty. One of them had already pulled their backup gun and started dumping that thing, and click, empty. So as they're reloading their guns, he walks up on them and literally boom, boom, shoots one cop in the groin twice. And the cop actually survived this. And in the interview, he had said it looked like a balloon was bursting that was filled with blood, because the bad guy got blood all over his shirt, and it was probably arterial blood with like that much velocity. But he actually survived, believe it or not. And through all this is taking several minutes. Ambu's are already on the way, and I'm sure they were there pretty quickly with everything that was going on, because they knew they were getting into a gunfight way before they called it, and they tailed them for like miles. And then he comes up and he execution style shoots one cop, kills him, shoots the one cop in the groin twice, who he actually lives, but the guy thought he killed him, I'm sure. And then he shoots the third cop, who also survives. And then so here's the crazy thing. The guy that first got shot, the driver, the shotgun guy who got shot in the neck, who, you would assume it was a fatal wound. It was a fatal wound, but he resurfaces in a fight. We're talking like 7 minutes or something into a fight. 5 minutes, I forgot what it was, but several minutes into a fight, after being shot in the neck and leaking all over the place, the dude reanimates. He crawls out of the driver's side, and then he slithers across the hood, and then he follows his buddy, who's making a run for it, taking one of the federal agents' cars. Okay, so he gets in the other car, and the only direction he could have gone, because it pinned in the bad guy's car, was backwards, atop 3 federal agents that were all just wounded and killed. Okay. And then the other bad guy, who's leaking all over the place, follows him, and he gets in that car too. As they're leaving, the guy from the beginning has a shotgun that he managed to get out of the car, or maybe another car, whatever, but he had a shotgun, and his hand is like blown off. As a matter of fact, he thought that it was going to have to be chopped off. He was like, there's no way this isn't going to be, need to be amputated. So, he's running a shotgun with one hand, and he's racking around into the chamber, and he's holding it up like this with one hand while the dude is getting into the car. Boom, and it hits the area, but doesn't make a dead center hit on either one of them. And then he picks it back up, one hand, right? Holds it back up, boom, shoots again, hits the area. So he's slowing them down, but he's like, yo, I know that if that dude gets it in reverse, he's going to run over those 3 cops and he's going to be out of here, and he may be able to live or cause more terror somewhere else. So he's like, I have to stop him from being able to back up. So he's trying to throw it in reverse, but the car's like totally shot. I mean, it's literally shot, and he can't get it to go. So the cop continues to run the shotgun with one hand, dumping rounds into the driver's side of the FBI car, and he's shooting, and the buckshot or whatever the hell it was just scattering all over the area where they are. And he puts 5 rounds into there and then runs dry on the shotgun, and they're still not room temperature yet. So he gets his ankle gun. He pulls, I think it was a 6 shot. Actually, I was going to say 5. I think it was a 6 shot. He pulls his ankle gun, 38, and he walks up. And now that he's standing up, as opposed to him being on the ground firing from a seated position with a shotgun, most of that shit's going into the door, right? But once you can stand up, all of a sudden your shots are level with the bad guy with their vitals, right? And he walks up and he puts 6 shots into the driver, which means they're also going through him into the passenger. And out of 6 shots, he ends up hitting each one of them in the spine. Dunzo. Ends the whole thing. So that's it. Is there a point to surviving after a dick shot? Better off dead. That's a very, very good point. They like shooting balls. Popo's outlaw black talons, rebrand them and label them law enforcement only. Isn't that funny? The Winchester Rangers are actually literally exactly the same thing. They're just without that pesky Teflon coating, but you don't need that anyway, right? You got an M5 with a blown transmission, yo. Yep. Let's see. But liberals say we only need 10 rounds. Bro, here's the reality. So right now, 18 rounds and then 2 17-round mags, right? And if that wasn't my typical set, so actually no, these are actually empty. Okay, I didn't load the secondary mags, just because I was trying to flex, because I actually did not know. So this is the gorgeous chrome. You can see it's flashing a little bit. There's an MOS plate on this, and I didn't know if this was going to fit in the holster with the with the MOS plate. And when I found out that it would fit, I was like, dope. So I threw in the matching gray mags in there. But it's okay, because guess what? I'm still strapped on my waist, burned. So typically I'll have my Glock 43X with 21 rounds in it and another 15-round mag on my left side. Okay. That is 36 opportunities. But here's the thing. I am almost certain that we, the dilders, right? The people in this channel, we care more about training and becoming the best weapon that we possibly can be with our tools, even more so than some law enforcement. Law enforcement has to train, so it's probably more of a chore to some of them. Some of them, I'll give it to them, bro, they're putting in work, okay? But civilians choose to train, and they pay their own money to train, and they pay for all their ammo and all that. And I know a lot of times, like I'll say, like, AR Takedown Tool sponsored my ammo. Bro, I buy my ammo, okay? I'm shouting out to them because they did a couple cool things for me, so I'm trying to show them some love. Between us right here, like all that ammo that I was shooting at the turkeys, AR Takedown Tool, They have given a lot of support and they're awesome and I love them. But that's me giving them a shout out. Okay. They had sent me ammo before, but that's my ammo. I pay for it. Right. I am paying to go train, to go meet with trainers, and I paid for Ask Dude Knowledge in the Tactical Turkeys. I paid for that class, right? I paid for like that's if you really care about being the absolute best, like the most proficient that you possibly can be with your tools of self-defense, then you're going to go train. And I feel like a lot of people like us, like dirty civilians, we may do that even more so than law enforcement. Um, Many shoot first, ask questions later. We all need more practice, 100%. I would love to practice even more, even by me taking a few more classes and doing a few more range days and doing a few more range nights and stuff. It's still not enough. Although I will say, if you're out there, person, when I went to go qualify for my Maryland handgun permit, and the person I was with, they hit their silhouette. Every shot hit their silhouette, right? So I mean, their group was on their silhouette. But when my paper came back, my group on the silhouette, I'm just kidding. I'm poking fun. If you're out there, I'm sure my phone will buzz in like 2 seconds. Um, but look, training and becoming as proficient as possible. I say it all the time every time I close each stream. Become as Violence is a difficult thing to discuss, okay? Because I never want to exercise that muscle, but we have to be as prepared as possible to exercise that muscle because you never know when that one moment that you have for one shot or that one moment you have to, dispense one magazine or a failure drill or a bill drill or like whatever, a 1 to 5, whatever you got, like that may be your only moment, okay? Don't be like that guy that put 25 rounds into a car and one hit the target. Where did the other 24 go? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Most fun practice time you can have. Yeah, dude, that's the other thing. It's fun. It's so fun. It is, you know, it's therapeutic. It's a blast. But the other thing is you get to test your tools, right? You get to put your gear to work. You get to see what works, what fails, there's just so many benefits to doing this. Like running your gear is just a must, right? The dudes that I see that have gear that is all clean and shit, like people give me shit like have a dirty ass tourniquet and there's like dirt all over it and shit. Yeah, because I've run around and freaking slid in the dirt and shit like that. So yeah, my little white label on my tourniquet isn't all pretty and beautiful. And guess what? That shit's not gonna matter. I still have enough white space to write the time that the tourniquet was applied, but if your gear's not dirty, then you're not running your shit, run it. And I have had a really, really difficult time looking for an outdoor range to go to. I need an outdoor range to go to in Virginia, and it sucks. Corn Pop, what up? Dark likes practicing with his scope switch. Oh, it's such a gimmick. It's such a gimmick. Yeah, but I don't know. I just think that like we have a responsibility to become as effective with our tools as possible. That's all I'm saying. All right. But let's go ahead and close out. I know I've been running my mouth for way too long. So let's go ahead and wrap up. I appreciate all you guys so much for coming in and hanging out. And I do want to give a shout out to all those companies that have supported. So like I said, right? Goonbeam, right? Tack knives. Go bro, the coolest box cutter that's around. Go get you one. Use code DARK, save 20%. And you actually can. I don't know if you guys know this. You can use code DARK at Goonbeam, Tack Knives. Gideon Optics is glowies, so not dark. You can use I got discount codes for days all over the place. Okay. AR takedown tool, Gideon Optics, Goonbeam, and if you guys need links for like PSA Brownells and stuff like that, that would help the channel and it would support the channel if you guys use those links. I can't give them out on YouTube. But if you guys hit me up on IG or email, I can provide those to you. I will be doing a giveaway. If you guys don't choose to go to Tack Knives on your own and buy these using code DARK on your own, um, I will be giving away 2 of these probably next week before the Iraq veteran shoot. I'll be going to IV 8888 next week, and I'll do at least one show from there. But I'll see. I'll see. I don't know if I can do a show. If I can grab like some of the guys and do a live stream from there, that'll be dope. But yeah, Goonbeam, JM4 Tactical, Gideon Optics, AR Takedown Tool, Strike Industries. Man, Strike Industries has been awesome. And look at this. Peep this. Bam. Look how gorgeous that is. Oh my God, Dark, did they send you that? No, I bought it with my own monies. I'm just saying. But I still want to support the companies that support us. North Coast Tactical, right? The freaking dopest Kydex company out here. Support the companies that support us. If you guys go to the description of this video, you'll see all the links and all the discount codes and stuff in there. And if you guys ever need anything, hit me up, reach out to me. Rip Curl Readiness. What's up, brother? Good to see you. What OTF karambit is that? This is the D2 karambit. There is only one of the D2 karambits. In my opinion, it is cool, but it's not as like for EDC, I probably wouldn't rock it. There's just it's not really convenient, right? Now, I may have a different feeling for the forward one, where the actuator is up here. I think that's a little more realistic. But honestly, for a very similar price, which one is around? I think the MTU-15R, bro, the Warncliffe joint. Psh, what? This thing is fire. It's got the machining in the aluminum. It's got the titanium pocket clip, and that action is like snap. The Warncliffe is dope, and you can just see like the machining in the blade is just like oh. And this is one of my favorites. This and the Barracuda. This is a little more expensive. This is the Nighthawk V2. That's like 130. I forgot how much the MTU-15 is. It's probably over $100. But honestly, I think the D2 karambit is like 89, something like that. I've been loving the Fox 599 karambit for like 7 years. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't put these anywhere close to that category. But the straight OTFs, you can use these all day and beat the shit out of them and not have an issue. I wouldn't feel comfortable putting too much stress on this. I don't know. I mean, I haven't. I could be wrong, right? I could be wrong, but I don't know how much stress it could take, you know? But hey, just my 2 cents. I would use some of their, straight OTFs. This one has been nice. This one is half the price of the karambit. And again, if you use code DARK, 20% off of whatever you get. You can also go to TACCOM, TAKCOM, TACCOM, and those are their higher end knives. So like that's where like the Barracuda, like half of these are Warncliffe. They're, that's my go-to blade shape. Chop. Imagine all these new fools being mods and I'm not. Bro, those aren't mods, those are channel members. He's like, why is everyone a mod but me? No, those are channel members. They're not mods. Channel members are green. Mods are blue. But good to see you, Chop. Good to see you. How much more time you got left, bro? If you go to the description, oh, you know what? Chop, Gordon is here. Gordon is like one of the OGs. Been here forever. You have to give Dark money to be a mod like us. Oh man, that is hilarious. Does Tack Knives accept PayPal? I think so. I think so. Chana member. Chana member. Yeah, but if you do, again, bro, just coming and hanging out and watching, subscribing, liking, sharing, and all that shit, that in itself helps and contributes. Okay. Of course, there are other ways to contribute to the channel as well. And who knows? You know, yeah, we'll talk more in the future. Your boy may be able to do this. You know, yeah, we're working on some stuff. Okay. Anyway, guys, look, I love all y'all. Thank you so much for hanging out. And the reason I'm saying, hey, support the companies that support us is because that literally gives us when I'm able to go out and shoot, it's because of MD Arsenal. It's because of Ammo Squared. I don't know. I haven't pushed that at all. I just something I use privately, but I will be bringing it to y'all to actually be able to give you guys a deal. I forgot to mention. So Marine Gun Builder has an eBay store selling 100% OEM Glock parts that are 100% authentic. He'll actually custom make your trigger, whatever you need. Gen 3, Gen 4, this or that, whatever. Gen 5 ejector with a Gen 4 housing, with a Gen 3 trigger pack, with a Gen 4 mag release, whatever you need. He like custom tailors each one. They're the most affordable actual OEM parts on eBay. You got to track down his store, which may be a little challenging, but you'll see in the thumbnail picture it says Marine Gun Builder. It looks like, you know what? I posted on my IG. It looks like this. His pictures look like this. So just look for those. $84.99 for a Gen 3 OEM 9mm parts kit. And if you use code DARKGLOWY, you get 10% off with free shipping, ships within 24 hours. So that's basically almost $10 off. That's crazy. $75 for an OEM lower parts kit. Bro, that's crazy. I don't get anything from this. I'm just saying, show MGB some love, and he's the man. He's the man. Um, and who else? What I want to say? I think that was it. I think that was it. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up, man. I appreciate all you guys. Turner's Outdoorsman. Anyone? I don't know anything about that. Yeah, Dark Glowy. And Bob absolutely helped whip that up. So thank you. I appreciate you, Bob. Who even is USA? Too many choices. You're hilarious. That's awesome. Yeah, MGB is the man. He does. They're selling out like a mofo. It's crazy. Because most people on eBay are not posting genuine, like authentic parts. So it sucks. Okay, so let's go ahead and wrap it up, guys. In the end, I'm just asking you guys to support the companies that support us because they're awesome, they're helpful, and they help me do what I do, right? Posting the shit that I post, doing the shows, they help me do what I do, and then that helps bring you guys here, and then you guys are the community. So I appreciate them and all y'all as well. So if you're going to spend money, then it helps to keep it within our community. You know what I'm saying? In the end, get a Chrome AK. It's totally worth it. And as we close out, we're gonna end Rusty, bro. Good to see you. We're gonna close out with our rules. Okay. Rule number one is to be kind. It's so important that we're kind in everything that we do. That brief little interaction that you have with somebody else could have a massive impact on their life. So just be kind. Rule number two is to live a life of care, compassion, contribution, give to others. When you contribute to others, when you bless others, you become blessed because a hand that's open to give is open to receive. Rule number three, because we know the only way for us to defeat evil is with good men skilled in violence. Make sure that you're becoming as highly skilled in violence as you possibly can be, and be safe, be dangerous, and keep that thing on you. Let me know too, guys, if you guys have anything that you want me to do or any particular creator you want me to talk to while I'm out at IV88. Just let me know. Give me a heads up. If you're like, oh, I want to see an interview with Dark and Eric. Well, we actually have one on the channel. Or maybe Dark and Chad. Oh, I actually met him too. Or Jay the Shooter, him too. But if anyone, I'm kind of partly joking, but anyone that you want to see like an interview with or video or anything like that, like every single content creator that exists is going to be there. So Big Iron. What's up? Shooting a stainless wheel gun. Ooh, ayo. California. Chrome K is chop. Yeah, shit's fire. Thanks, man. Anyway, get Trump on the no. He's the reason for all this. Anyway, look, I love y'all so much. Thank you. Just stay golden, pony boy. Oh, and leave a comment because I'm going to be using them for the giveaway. It's a lot of comments. But after this post as a video, leave a comment saying something and then my entry. So be like, Dark has a massive deck. This is my entry or something like that. And I'll be able to count that. So I'm going to be using that and I'll use the comments for the next probably 2 giveaways. So I love y'all. We'll see y'all soon.